You see me? Okay, sorry about that. Blue screen. Just, I don't know. But that was neat. Very happy about that. Super, super stoked. Yeah, I thought it was his computer because it was layered in like a weird way where I could still see my screen in the background, and then the blue layer was like, it was like half and half. So I thought he blue screened, and I was like, uh-oh, what happened? And then my computer just went black. I was like, oh, it was me. Awesome, man. Awesome. Super cool. So we're back. Just re-ping here. All right. I'm gonna call him again.
Hello.
I'm back.
Yo.
That was fun.
You had a little blue screen?
Yeah. Pop you out here.
Okay. I moved I think I moved a couple things into my vault that were like on my characters or something.
Okay.
From space, but nothing some stuff that you might be interested in talking about.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Let's go back. New Pacific.
Yeah. So I got I just want to keep one for the vacuuming thing.
That's fine. That's fine. I personally don't care which one you want to keep. I just don't think you need 3.
I'd probably keep the envious one for the ammo gen. You know,
Okay.
it has chain too. The other 2 perks I don't really care for, but you know. Plus it's shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny. Rule of shiny, 100%.
Yeah, okay. All right. What next? Where are we going next?
Seeing, it's not harsh language, is it? Top right. What is that? No, that's
Okay, your chat
GL,
might flame me for this.
the Void GL.
I used to play DMT GL swap in PvP with a disruption break truth teller. so yeah, that's what that's from.
Okay. 1,800 crucible kills.
Yeah, I don't play PvP a lot. I mean, these days I just play hand cannon shotgun. Okay, I've changed, I've reformed. I don't GL swap anymore.
Jesus.
But I can delete it. I'm down. I don't really do DMT GL swap anymore. I mean, maybe I will in the future one day again.
I mean,
maybe if I ever get the itch, but I'm down to delete it. I honestly, I don't need it that much. And also, Prodigal Return has envious disruption break if I do want like that kind of GL again, and it's craftable. So I'm not gonna lose sleep over it if we delete it. So
I mean, it's so tough telling you of all people to be like, you should delete that because you were
I'm
just
fine,
like,
bro. I want the vault space.
the
bro.
guy.
Listen, Datto. Listen, compared to most people that you talk to in this game, I'm kind of like a cold-hearted bastard. You know, I don't harbor any emotional connection in my weapons. So it's like, if I'm here to like just prune through everything, you know.
All right,
so
then toss it. Then toss it.
Dude, literally, like after this call is over, I'm probably gonna go, okay, prune. That's not it, prune. He's capping, bro. He's capping. Listen, after this is over, I'm probably like gonna go through my vaults again and delete even more stuff. To be honest, with you. So like, I'm down to delete it. Like, I really like, you know,
Gone.
It's chill. It's chill. All right. Anything else? What are we thinking?
See an iron banner sidearm that I can't remember the name of at the top.
Yeah. Someone told me this
P-spawn.
was good for PvP, but I don't use sidearms in PvP, so I could just delete it. You know, it's chill. So, goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. I've collected so many of those. Like double fire, freaking sidearm for PvP. It'll be good. I haven't like willingly gone into PvP in like 2 years.
Yeah.
I'll get carried in trials like every 6 months, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the other stuff here is crafted or just like brand new. So
I mean, even the brand new stuff. If you have questions, I'm down to like.
I mean, like you have like Lance Ephemeral over there, but it's like it's a freshie, right? And like, what do you got on this thing?
I don't know. Like it has lead from gold on it. That's probably why I kept it. But I can get rid of it. It's not even a tier 4. I can get rid of it. Yeah.
God, I don't know. It's like I just assume that like most of this stuff is like archetype
No, listen,
testing.
listen. Anything you're like iffy on. Well, I mean, okay, the unmasterwork stuff, like the posterity
Yeah,
and like the
that's
accrued
kind of what I'm
redemption.
looking at.
Yeah, this is all archetype. But if you see something that you have a question about,
Say
feel free to
something.
ask. Yeah, literally, feel free to ask because it might make for an entertaining story.
Like
you
all
never
these
know.
make sense. Like Mid is Reckoning, maybe like on the left, King's Fall Fusion.
Where is it? Oh, here. This is probably archetype. Yeah, this is archetype testing. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I
And
just
anything
saw the
that's a
perks. I was
crafted
like, this
weapon.
thing's so ass. Okay.
Yeah, anything that's
I'm
a
like,
crafted weapon that is not
metal.
gold border is almost definitely archetype testing.
Okay.
Almost.
Yeah, so like Tarnished Metal, and you get the Ammon, and you get the Prodigal, and
Yeah.
you get the freaking
Yeah, exactly.
the Trace from Root of Nightmares. I can't remember the
Drang,
name right
like,
now.
these are weapons I would like never use, but they're
Yeah.
just there to be candidates for archetype testing. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like a bunch of the Iclos weapons, but like I understand multiple shotguns, I understand multiple snipers. Yeah, and you already even
The
explained like the
Iclos snipers,
Coriolis
we could
Force.
get rid of one of these. Yeah, I can get rid of this one. Surplus
Okay.
Lick Draw. So the story behind this one is in Root of Nightmare speedruns, in the first encounter, I wanted a solar hit scan weapon that I could use alongside, I think it was Agar Scepter, in order to get Mantle of Battle Harmony, because Mantle of Battle Harmony
Okay.
gives you a little super every time you get a matching element kill.
Yeah.
So I wanted something that was like quick and snappy, so I tried this. I ended up just using Ariana's Vow, so
Okay.
this is useless.
All right, then goodbye.
Yeah.
And yet you still have 661 kills on this.
I mean,
It's a
when
lot
you
of
test
runs.
stuff in speedrunning, it's like, you
Yeah.
go through a lot of iterations,
All right. How about the Mirror Imago? I know it's very new.
So I think I got this from the chess puzzle or something, and like
Okay.
I didn't have any kinetic SMGs to use at the time, so I just used this in speedrunning in case I ran out of like trace ammo in my kinetic slot, and I
Okay.
needed an SMG to like shoot nodes in the puzzle.
Is
But,
like is it a 3x2?
Yeah. But the rule's like
Okay.
it's not even that good, and
I mean,
also
they're
I have a
both from Hatchling,
multi-mog.
but-
I have a multi-mog. It's fine.
Alright.
Like I have a multi-mog now, so I don't need it anymore.
All right, let's go GG next.
GG next. Okay, sounds good.
Okay. A lot of episode 1. A lot of episode 1 weapons. The two rocket sidearms, I get it. The heliocentric, I get it. I'm guessing 2 in the top corner. That's archetype testing.
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, why don't you walk me through the... Well, I know people are saying like sightline surveys kind of like a PvP thing right now.
Okay.
Okay. But for
someone in
you,
chat
I'm
has been someone in chat has been asking me to show you this.
Okay.
This is for maze farming.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you can see the kill counter. This is for maze farming. So that's why that's there.
What are you farming in the maze?
Tonic. So last season, right, when Tonics came out, they were the best passive material farm in the game. And a lot of content creators didn't cover it, surprisingly. But you basically just go in the maze, you get 2 Desperate Measure stacks, and then you sit at a certain point, you shoot some ads to make the... So the Echo's weapons, they have the origin trait that makes the pool on the ground, right?
Right.
And the pool, the hand cannon, the scalar on the pool, is the perfect amount of damage to tick the thralls, and it makes new pools. And so you can see where this is going. The pools
Yeah,
just make
just
more pools.
chains.
Yeah, and you just sit there.
Yeah.
So like every 15 minutes you tab in because AFK macros are technically banned. So I just tabbed in, move around a little bit, go back to tabbing out, working on a video script or something, and I'd come back and I would have like full alloys, or I'd have like full ciphers or whatever. So it was it's good little
Jesus.
farm. I kind of miss it because I need glimmer and stuff now all the
Yeah.
time. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
I generally don't cover those kinds of things anymore, but I'm surprised somebody else hadn't done something like that.
Yeah, there was like some small like YouTubers that were like they just made this video. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
do it.
generally those are the things I tend to stay away from most of the time.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm assuming a lot of the other ones are also just like archetype testing.
Some of this stuff definitely isn't. So like we
Okay.
could go over the 2 indebted kindnesses. I don't mind deleting one of them. I mean, obviously one of them has way more kills than the other one.
Right.
Yeah, this was kind of like for speedrunning, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Datto. I don't use either of these anymore, like at all.
Okay.
So if we want to delete both of them, I'm chill with that.
I barely use mine as well.
Yeah.
Although I've kind of moved on to like other ones, but if I need arc damage, I'll bust it out. how about this? How about let's follow up on this, because some people might be hearing you say that and being like, why does bro not use the rocket sidearm? Especially like the only arc one. Like, give me, educate the masses. Okay. Why are you not using it? Why you log back in?
Yeah, I mean, there's some content where like surge stuff kind of matters, where you like need to be like, you need an arc weapon or something like that. But I don't really find myself playing that content a lot, where it's like you need a specific weapon type. Okay. And this is a trend I've covered in my videos before, but like affinity on weapon like Arc, Solar, Void has mattered less and less and less as the game has progressed over these years. I'm sure you remember in the years of like year 3 and year 4 match game GMs, you had to bring a primary that would match most of the shields in the GM, or you would have a terrible time, right? Yep. And we've come a long way since then. So these days, I kind of just you pick the weapon that does the job the best. Maybe during damage you pick something that matches the surge of your heavy weapon, but for the most part, even in surge content, like it kind of affects your heavy weapon, I would say, more than your special weapon. So yeah, I don't really need indebted kindness too much. I can definitely get rid of them if
fair needed. Play. Yeah, no, I mean, I totally agree. I think the whole surge, like, losing surges or just like people using unsurged things, I think is just very overblown. But I do also realize that there's, this game is it's very weighted one way or the other. You either like really know the game and therefore like you can just kind of use whatever you want and nothing really matters, or you really don't know the game and you want every single advantage that you can possibly get.
Totally, yeah.
So that's why some people freak out so much about the surges. But yeah, if you know what you're doing, then yeah, you don't really need to play around the elemental things that much. It's nice to have, but like even knowing you, I'll be like, get rid of one, and like once it's 25,000 to 3, right? Like,
yeah, I got this one way later, like after I stopped using indebted, and I was like, I was looking for Lead from Gold Voltron at one point. So I don't know. I probably don't need the surrounded one. If I was gonna keep one, I'd honestly keep the Voltron one. Okay. The reason why the kill difference is so big is, like I said, I got this after I stopped using indebted. So if we're gonna keep one, I'd keep the second one. Yeah. Okay. What's next on the chopping block? Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you some stuff that is not for archetype testing. So the SE bows, you might be wondering, why do you have an Archer's Tempo, Archer's Gambit SE bow? So there was a cook that my team was doing for day 1 when Outbreak was disabled, where I tested Archer's Tempo, Archer's Gambit bows with hierarchy to just increase the sheer number of projectiles that you're getting through the ring.
Right.
So I tested this. It was pretty decent, but I have literally no use for it anymore. So because that's day 1's over. That's gone.
Okay.
So you can get rid of that.
Like just at a base level, like that's a fun like setup anyway. Archer's Tempo, Archer's Gambit. So
yeah, it's cool. And then I got 2 glaives.
I was gonna ask about the forthcoming deviants.
Yeah, I'd probably keep one of them. I mean, I'd probably keep this one. Yeah, Demo Chaos Reshaped. I like Disruption Break on this one for this is really niche, but for those of you who like doing, I mean, I guess people in Garden right now, they just kill the Harpy with explosive weapons or whatever because he's bugged right now. But if you actually do the Harpy encounter, the thing that I use this for is I use Disruption Break on the Minotaur shields, and then I one-shot them with Mountaintop, which is nice. So that's the reason why I keep like part of that role. But then this one is like, I don't know, I think I kept this one because it has close to melee, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really use it at all. Yeah. I mean, it has 270 kills in it, but realistically, I don't really use it.
And I'm sure there's another glaive out there that you either have or can go make that will like serve whatever needs that you need.
Yeah, there's so many patterns I can. Yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, the wayframes, I'm down to get rid of one of these.
Martyr's Retribution. Okay.
Yeah. This one works for speedrunning because Desperate Measures that like one-shots the captains in Wish and like Morgeth and stuff. Okay. So that's kind of nice. And then I think I kept the other one just because it has like heal clip.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm ever gonna use a heal clip incandescent wayframe in my life for the rest of my life. So
go for it.
I can get rid of it. Yeah. Even though it is a good roll, and I do like recommend it to some people who like wayframes. Just me personally, I don't think I'm ever using this thing ever again. So
that's fair. Yeah. I think until rocket sidearms like cool off a bit as well, I think people have not really been using the wayframes. So I do
Don't
think.
worry, just you wait. Yeah, Energy Rocket Pulse. Energy Rocket Pulse is coming.
Yeah. No, as soon as if they give wayframes maybe a little bit of juice, or they tone down rocket sidearms even more, then maybe they will start to make an appearance.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some final shape one. You got axial. You got the sniper. I'm assuming archetype testing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, the 2 burst shotgun from Festival. I was out of
Yes,
town
good one.
when this thing started dropping, so I never really got a chance to play around. But I asked people,
Yeah.
and they were like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, it's like not great." But
Yeah.
I am interested in your take.
Um, I would agree with that generally. It's the numbers, like the damage profile of the shotgun is not like horrible, but it's just it struggles to find a use case in today's meta. There's just no room for it, right? It doesn't really make sense to use in most cases.
Right.
And it's definitely a bit more annoying to use than a typical slug shotgun if you're just raw going for crits. So I just kept them because they're both like the roles like that were kind of desired at
Yeah,
the
they're
time.
they're novelty.
I definitely don't need them. I don't use them at all. So
Okay.
I could just delete them. Actually, let me think.
So I'd probably keep
The
them
the one
on.
thing the one thing heavy burst shotguns are good for is they are one of the fastest weapon types for proccing Cascade Point because a single burst from them instantly procs Cascade Point. Now, have I ever used that interaction before? Like once, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over them. And also I wouldn't get rid of one of them if pure recollection didn't exist. But there is a
Okay.
farmable double fire shotgun, or heavy burst shotgun, I should say, from this season called Pure Recollection. So if I ever need a heavy burst shotgun for whatever, I can just get that. So
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, dungeon weapons, I get it. Some of the Rite of the Nine weapons are decent. I mean, you got 3 psychopomps.
Yeah, we can look at them.
I know you got
I haven't looked
4.
at them in a while. Yeah, this one's for damage. Envy's honing.
Yep.
I think this one. I mean, this one has even more kills. This one I used it in Vogue. So during oracles, it's like you kind of like duo oracles up in the solo spot in speedruns. So it's like a little bit annoying to survive sometimes. So I used like a Scar class item on Prismatic with this to like just spray a bunch of ads with.
Yep.
I was actually looking for this particular role for that specific encounter, just because it's like an uptime based role. But it's not that important that I keep it. Let's see what the third one is though.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is the one that everyone was like really chasing at the time, so I kind of kept it. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm never using this thing.
Yeah.
I'm never using this thing. So this one, like maybe, I mean, listen, just for anyone watching that, right? Like I would not recommend going for this role. I literally just went for this for a very specific encounter in a very specific speed.
I was gonna say like this,
I would
this is
not
a role
recommend
where I
going
would
for Eddy
absolutely
Current
want an explanation of like Eddy Current Frenzy, huh? What are you
Yeah,
cooking
yeah.
there? And you're like one of a dozen people who could come to me with like a legitimate answer, and I'd be like, oh, okay, and let's move on. Like,
Yeah.
most other people, I'd be like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Is that anonymous autumn next to the dungeon weapons?
Yeah, this I've actually been meaning to get rid of this, so we can
Okay.
just get rid of that. That's cool.
I love when people say they've been meaning to get rid of it, as if it's not
Yeah.
literally
No,
1 second.
There's a lot of stuff in my vault that I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I was gonna get rid of this during a pruning, but I got the Datto thing coming up, so I'll just I'll leave it in there. We can talk about it. Yeah.
What else we got here? We got some more Rite of the Nine weapons if you want to kind of skim through them. I don't know if they're
Yeah,
archetype
sure.
or because I know you just said like Rite of the Nine is when you kind of stopped.
Yeah, we could definitely prune some of this stuff. So this is like, I guess, I don't know, I have it because of enhanced left from gold pickup stuff, but I don't know, you could just use a trace for that, so don't really need this. I actually don't know what this is for. Oh, I guess it's a PvP rule, but I don't use SMGs in PvP, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get rid of this too. This is, I mean, it's like 1-2 punch redirection, I guess, which is like kind of cool. I think the shotgun, I kept this for like a vacuum thing, but it doesn't have lead, so I can probably just get rid of this. I don't think I'm ever using this.
I kept so many of those thinking like I'm gonna do some like fun 1-2 punch trench or like 1-2 punch redirect Discord tech blah blah blah, and they're all just collecting dust.
Yeah, and the season's over and everyone's back to using Perfect Paradox. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm never using this. I don't know why I kept this. I'm never using this. And then these two, this one, obvious reasons, envious bait, right? And then this one, I mean, I don't know. Some solo people told me to keep this because like envious withering gaze, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if you've ever tried using a projectile weapon with withering gaze before. You have to stay ADS the entire time until the projectile makes contact. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna be the type of person to like do a solo that requires an envious withering gaze wilderflight. So
Right.
Goodbye.
Yeah. No, I think there's definitely some like potentially interesting stuff with Withering Gaze, and I know I kept a couple things as like some sort of like day one potential tech or like whatever, but I don't know how much of that really got used at all.
Yeah.
We got some new raid weapons. We got the SMG, we got the Fuge.
I'm down to delete them because they're not tier 4s, and Yeah, they're just not tier 4.
All right.
I mean, I'll keep the SMG because I kind of need it for testing. I'm testing a cool thing with rewind target lock peacekeepers with temporal blast
Okay.
as like a legendary SMG like damage option. It should beat outbreak in theory,
Okay.
for damage. But the other two is like, yeah, I mean this one has reconstruction bait, but it's tier 3. Like I'm not gonna lose sleep over deleting
All
it.
right.
And then the other one had like incandescent reservoir burst, so I can just delete that. That's fine.
That's one of those that like is maybe even like a too much of a good thing type thing, where it's like, yeah, they're two really fun perks, but they have like almost nothing to do with each other whatsoever. So it's like you look at it and it's like, whoa, that's crazy, and then you actually like put it to use and you're like, oh, it's actually it's like it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sniper bottom right. I haven't memorized the name of the sniper.
Sure. Shoreline Dissonant.
Oh, shoot to
This
loot.
is
Okay.
the people use this role for solo gatekeepers. I don't know why I kept it because I'm not doing solo gatekeepers, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna get rid of it. I just saw that I was like, oh, that's a solo gatekeepers while I threw it in my vault.
Yeah,
so.
throw it away. Yeah. All right, let's go next.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I think where we're gonna make the bulk of our efforts here is definitely gonna be in the armor section again.
Yeah,
like,
I'm literally down to be like barren wasteland when it comes to legendary
yeah,
armor when we're doing this. Yeah.
I'm slowly starting to get to the point where I'm like now that I'm hitting tier 3s, tier 4s, and we're kind of getting back to that equilibrium. I know that I just don't want to hold onto that old armor. Like I just want to get rid of it because I'm never going to be in a situation where I'm like, okay, and for this build, you're going to pull out your old illegal armor from that you farmed 6 months ago, and like you just can't do that, and like you can't tell people to do that, right? So you just have to kind of move on. And,
I mean, literally the only legendary armor, like I've talked to a bunch of people about it, the only legendary armor really worth keeping at this point that's not just going to be substituted by, you know, modern day, you know, tier 4, tier 5 armor is the mobility intellect, like 25 plus spikes on both. Right. That's like the only stuff that's like legitimately unobtainable now. But even then, it's just like, you know, it's not that important. You know? Having 180 weapon versus 200 is not going to make the difference.
Yeah, especially now, like if you can do the 5 out of 5 feet raid, like that's arguably the hardest thing in the game for people to do, and most people are not even running 0 out of 5 in the raid in the first place. And so, like it takes a very specific kind of player to even want to consider holding some of that armor. So,
yeah. For sure.
Okay, the machine gun from Plunder, second row.
Here. This is probably archetype testing. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, I think this is archetype testing. I also put pugilist on it because I was doing some melee base damage testing, and I was just using it to get melees back. But I also think this is archetype testing. Yeah.
Okay, I was like that one. I was gonna have some questions. Even Regnant's archetype tests.
I think this is for sticky explosive. Yeah. So this is like a hidden like tech from like the endgame community, but sticky grenades and explosive light have a special interaction where sticky grenades converts the so GLs, for example, like when you shoot them, there's two numbers. There's the impact and there's the explosion, right? Sticky grenades convert almost all of the damage from a GL shot into the explosive portion. And explosive light disproportionately, or basically just buffs the explosive portion of a GL shot. And so if you use sticky and explosive together, the damage increase is like 75% per shot. Whereas explosive light is normally on GLs, like I think it's like 35 or 40 or something like that. So it's really, really high.
But
yeah. So it's like, if you watch like if you ever have some time in your board, in the current VOG speedrun record, we shoot 2 mags of sticky explosive light GL under Templar. And when he spawns in, it instantly chunks like half his health.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what that one's used for. I actually use an Edge Transit for that, but I have a Regnant roll, I think, in case I want auto loading instead of Cascade.
Gotcha. Yeah. Even more episode 1 weapons. Talk to me about some of these on the 4th row here.
Oh yeah, sure. Ill Omen. This one is archetype testing.
Okay.
This one is ignore the cold steel. I was doing. People kept asking me to test cold steel with wolf packs on a caster sword, so I tested it. But normally this weapon has whirlwind on it. I'm of the belief, generally speaking, that caster frame swords are one of the more consistent archetypes to use in fire teams if you're using heavy attacks. So normally this has either attrition whirlwind or relentless whirlwind on it. I just converted it to cold steel recently because I was doing some testing. But normally this is like a sword that I would use for boss damage.
Okay.
And then this is for Witness Pre-Break. This is the Pre-Break rocket.
Okay.
For those of you that want the roll, this is what you use. Use Confined Launch, Alloy Casing, I think a Reload Masterwork as well, and then Field Lasting. with one void loader. So yeah, there's that. And then this is, I think I use this. I think actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this was for archetype testing,
Okay.
and I think this was for getting melee. Um, I could probably delete either one of them, but I don't know. I think that yeah, this one I think I made. Yeah, no. I crafted this to get melees back when I was doing melee. So like for example, when I do damage testing for like base damage testing on like Templar, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and you spawn in with 3 frenzied blade charges, right? But let's say you want to do more frenzied blade just to decrease the margin of error when you're doing testing.
Yeah.
Then I use like a plank stride or something with pugilist to get some melees back, so I could do some more melees. That's basically what that's for.
Do you still do
yeah,
testing in VOG, or how you use the shooting range now?
Shooting range it's getting better, but it's worse for a couple reasons.
Okay.
Originally, obviously, it was +0 and raids were -10, so
Right.
a little different. Raids also just have different scaling, so the numbers you see in the shooting range are different from an actual raid that's +0.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting range also doesn't have a pixel measurable. Like some of the testing that I do, I like measure the pixels of Templar's health bar going down to make sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember there was that controversy with like wolf packs where they were doing way more to the health bar than they were on the wipe screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of just do that with every weapon type that I measure to make sure that doesn't exist. Like some weapons still do that. Like Izanagi's Burden, for example, the Hone ×4 shot, 20% more damage to the health bar, and has been like that for the past like 3 years. Like Bungie's never talked about it, but it does more damage than it says on the tin, basically. So because of that, it just helps to get kind of more damage instances out when I'm doing some testing.
For sure.
And it helps to have a pixel measurable health bar. None of the bosses in the firing range have a bottom of the screen health bar like a raid boss would.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing most of the other things here. I'm seeing Briar's Contempt. I'm seeing the frickin' Neomuna, hyperdimensional or hypertrochoid, dimensional hypertrochoid.
Yeah.
Lot of Vesper GLs, but like it was incredibly good / still is.
Yeah.
So like I get that as well. And we have a completely untouched Hezen in the bottom right.
Oh, that's actually, I have no idea what this is, actually. This is,
I mean,
I guess it is Envious Bait.
I was going to say,
Envious
it's got,
Bait bipod.
yeah.
I guess, I mean, I don't know where my other, I have some other Hezens we can take a look at. This one doesn't have the bipod. Okay, wow, this is pretty much a perfect roll without bipod.
No bipod.
That's a bit unfortunate. And then, this one, I guess, has the bipod swap. Oh, this is actually, isn't this identical to this one? Or, oh no, this one has bait, I guess, instead.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of, like, have 3 Frankenstein, like, almost perfect Hezens that I use for different scenarios.
Yeah.
I will say I probably don't need this one.
I mean, it's
maybe.
a top rock. I'm not, like, this one, you write some stuff down, and then if it's, if it works out in your favor, then you get rid of something.
Yeah, I'm just looking right now. I'm looking at the 3 rolls and thinking about the scenarios that I would use each of them in, and I think I don't need the middle one. I don't need the middle.
All right.
Yeah. Because the other 2 cover, like, they're like a Venn diagram. They cover the use cases. Yeah.
A lot of crossbows.
Oh, yeah, I can get rid of them.
I have, like, I've been trying to do, like, a little bit of crossbow stuff, but it's been difficult when some of the builds this season are running so fucking wild, and then, like, you're out here just trying to plink, like, a Vex in the chest with a crossbow. Like, I do like, like, it's fun to, like, line up a shot and go grab the bolt, and I think a lot of the things in, like, the second column of perks, or like, the minor perks where, each of the different arrows has, like, a different functionality, like, oh, picking up an arrow makes it explode and deals a bunch of damage, or, like, oh, it shoots at a bigger angle, but it hits for more damage. Like, I think all that stuff's cool, but it's, like, they're so just, like, outclassed by so many other things, and so I just haven't really latched onto them yet.
Yeah, 100%. No, I agree with you. I mean, the only reason I have this many crossbows is I was testing all the bolts, seeing which one the bolts were the best. So I can get rid of all the tier 1s. We'll look at the tier 3s in a second.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably get rid of those 2, to be honest. But I just want a tier 3+ one with honing and heavy or serrated. This one's okay. It has charged spring auger, which is like the I mean, I can keep one of these maybe. I don't know. I'll get rid of both of them. I'm pretty sure I have the tier 4 bow unlocked, and I can just go get tier 4 bows later. So
Yeah.
it's whatever. We have a couple rockets. I've just been dumping these in my vault. They're all tier 4s.
Yeah.
We need tier 4 rockets for speedrunning right now, so I'll just pick. Actually, I'm on tractor in our team, so maybe not. But I'll just pick maybe 1 or 2 of them to keep. I mean, the chill clip thing is interesting with like the reload thing. I'm probably gonna drop this one. Have you had any time to farm for any like the DP weapons yet, or no?
Most of my DP runs have been like Sherpas, so like I am still teaching some of my friends. Like I've done maybe 1 or 2 clears where it wasn't a Sherpa run, so I have not really had a chance. But also just people don't want to raid because they've just been trying to get to 450 first, and I'm just like, look, I know it's not giving power, but like raiding's fun, and I do like Desert Perpetual, so who wants to raid?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll probably just keep these 2.
Right.
This one I'll probably keep because Overflow Reaper's Tithe is good for like burst damage in certain speedruns. And then this one's just like the classic like clown honing, you know? So yeah, that's cool. And then I guess that's the last weapon. I think I have this just so I can have a sword on for avant-garde activities. That is the only reason I have this on. Yeah.
I mean, it can get some good stuff on it. It's not like it's a bad sword.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And this roll is like, I guess I got the Sharp Harvest and, you know, got a damage perk, so that's cool, I guess.
Gotcha. All right, give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Sorry, just letting the brain rot TTS come through so I can actually hear you.
Yeah.
All right, armor. Because I like looking through all those weapons, I was like, if we did everyone individually, could we maybe squeeze out like another 5 to 10? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it take 3 hours? Also, yeah. So armor, I mean, to me, if it's still got a 10 on it, it's like, it's look in the mirror time.
Oh yeah, sure. Also, I mean, we kind of skipped over. We can get rid of some of these, by the way. Like I don't.
Okay.
Like, this guy can probably go.
Yeah.
I just use a Song of Your Ute. I mean, I don't really need this, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a nice roll. Envious Honing is cool and all, but yeah, Cold Comfort is kind of better. What do you think of this, actually? A lot of people were saying, like, you know, the flash counter triggers redirection stacks or something. Yeah. I personally, like, I don't know. Do you think it's, like, legitimately good? Because I'm probably not the type of person to use this kind of weapon, but
I'm also not the type of person to use it. I know some people really like the stronghold stuff, and although was there artifact tech last season that was enabling some extra stuff with this, or am I thinking of something else? I forget.
I'm not sure. Honestly.
I do think it's interesting, but I do also think it's a very, very niche play style that like you really gotta be into in order to want to use it.
Yeah. Again, this was like the type of thing where like the ambitious Rolling Storm Psycho Pump, like everyone's like, oh my god, I want this roll so much. I was like, okay, I mean, I got this. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I'll keep it, I guess. You know.
Yeah. I've been iffy on Rolling Storm. Like it just had a lot of artifact support last season, so I was like, okay, let's see how it does without that stuff, and I haven't touched it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the weaker like 3.0 splash perks that they've made in the recent past. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I do have a little bit of extra space that we freed up in my vault right now. So, and I do have some armor that is on my characters. Do you want me to move that into the vault?
Not yet. We got plenty to work with here. And,
sure.
You know, if we happen to rip through a bunch of stuff and we still got some time, we can check that out afterwards. Okay. But like, a lot of this is just like, hold E for me.
Hold E. Okay.
E.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything with
a lot of
10
it's gonna
on
be 10
it.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with a 10, it's like, let's take a look.
So yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is not to like, you know, dodge out of like dismantling stuff, but just to explain why I have so much legendary armor is I speedrun pretty much every raid, right? Yeah. So I have a decently rolled set of armor of every single raid on every single class. Right. So I have a set of raid armor for every single raid. So a lot of this stuff is just gonna be like Vogue armor or like Vow armor or like King's Fall armor or Ron armor, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably what it's gonna be, and because a lot of RAD content's probably going to be updated to new armor archetypes, I'm totally fine with getting rid of pretty much all of it. So that's just, we're probably going to be getting rid of a lot, you know? Okay. I'm fine with that. Like what is this? you know, like what is this?
Mean, it's weapons melee now.
Yeah, and then this is Gauss armor. Yeah, again, like that's pretty bad. Yeah. This is DSC armor. I can get rid of this, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine.
I do find it interesting that like even something like Deep Stone You still
Yeah.
optimize so hard for it to the point where you're getting deepstone armor for the bonuses.
Yeah, yeah. So, different raids have different like usefulness tiers, I guess, in terms of like the raid mods.
Mm-hmm.
So, Deepstone is like low middle of the pack. The main mod people use in Deepstone is called Herd Thinner, and basically it just makes it so that when you don't have an augment, your weapons just do more damage to ads.
Yeah.
So in third encounter, we put anarchy on all the doors so that all the ads die instantly,
Mm-hmm.
and it just helps to have that little push to be able to have your anarchy one tick the ads so they die a little faster instead of two ticking them.
For sure.
So yeah, that's why we use DSC armor. But for the most part, the other mods are kind of useless. So
How
we don't really
often
care.
are you running like the gamut of raids? Like, are you like, all right, today's Deepstone day, next day is Vow day? Like, or do you do in like bursts where it's like we're focusing on Deepstone this week and then we're switching over to this? You really run
Yeah.
every single one.
Raid speedrunning at the highest level is like an extreme time commitment and not something you can kind of just be like, oh, today's Goss day, or today's like. Most teams or any team that's really trying to be really competitive and go for a really good time is running like 4, 5, 6 days a week, multiple hours a day, and it's gonna be the same raid. Yeah, it's gonna be the same raid. I do like this summer. It's my off time, so I've run multiple raids at the same time with different teams, and different time slots of the day. But yeah, it's never gonna be like, oh, today's Goss day or today's X and Y day. You know.
Gotcha.
I know. Back in the day, and this is not something that I really talk about a lot, but like raid speedrunning has like the execution threshold and like the amount the seriousness with which people approach it has gone up a lot over time compared to like the levy days or the scourge days.
Every part of the game has
yeah, I mean, even
it's
day
been
one
almost
racing,
exponential.
Yeah, for sure, right? And so because of that, it's kind of like you can't really, if you want like a good time and you want to progress with any like meaningful pace, you can't really just kind of like run once a week or be like, oh, today's Goss day, today's Vog day, and kind of stuff like that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna delete this. Again, dude, it's just so much raid armor.
Yeah. No, I mean,
it's
I get
just
it.
so much raid armor.
I mean, look,
this has a blessing on it, but
I coped on like keeping all of the class items at the very least when like at least like those didn't matter at all. They didn't come with stats. I was like, I'll keep a class item in case we run this raid, and then I'll swap to it when we run. And then I never fucking did.
Yeah.
Just keep all of them. I just delete all of them.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And the nice thing is, it's just like most raids, almost all raids, you can just go in on master boss checkpoint on a week that's favorable to a stat that you want to just buy some pieces, and they're gonna be usable, right? It's like it's kind of whatever. So that's kind of my approach to the whole thing. However, okay, some things though, I don't know if you know about the Riven's Curse situation. So back when Forsaken was out, you Riven's Curse blessings, right? Warlock and Titan currently Curse armor is unobtainable, right? So if I run into a Curse armor piece on Warlock or Titan, I'll probably keep it, because if someone a speedrunner watching me might like throttle me if they see me delete a Warlock or Titan Curse piece, because it's literally unobtainable now. Now, to be honest with you, Datto, like I think people kind of over treasure Curse pieces in the speedrunning community, because the damage bonus you get from mixing curses and blessings, it's a little complicated, but basically you can get a 26.5% increase to your damage. Instead of if you ran 5 blessings, you get a 25% increase to your damage. So the difference is like, it's not really there. So I'm like low-key fine with getting rid of curses. The reason why I keep curses is to save on my blessings, but because I'm about to dismantle a bunch of armor with blessings on it, if you dismantle an armor piece with a blessing on it, you get the blessing back. It's a refund, right? So I'm down to just delete all my curse armor, because I'm not going to lie, if I'm going to run something that's in the Dreaming City and I need damage increases, I'm just going to run 5 blessing.
I want you to know that this is a safe space for takes like that. Like, I'm sure for like, to me, I'm just like, yeah, it's like 1.5% on a buff that like you maybe or maybe will not notice. There are almost no hot takes on that level. This is a safe place to be like, yeah, this shit actually sucks.
I'm joking around. No. Like, if people don't take it that seriously.
Sometimes you gotta let it out. I'm giving you the space to let it out.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that for sure.
Right? You tell them this shit don't matter.
Yeah. There it is. Titan curse piece. Watch it and weep. We're getting rid of it. Okay.
Eat a dick, speedrunners.
Yeah, I think this is
I'll say it for you.
A Moby weapons like illegal piece, but it's not even that good. It's only got like 21 base, weapons, which is like achievable on the new system anyway.
Right.
So I can probably just get rid of it. Hold on, I'm gonna just do myself a favor here, and just in case, I don't want to like accidentally delete bad armor that's like high infusion power. I'm just gonna move it out of my vault into my character so we don't accidentally touch it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go is max power. Okay, this is already on my characters. 403, 404, 404, 404, and 4. Yeah, it's all on my characters. Okay, yeah, we're good. So yeah, anything I delete here won't affect my power. Was
Okay.
my goal with that. What is your stance on exotic armor? Should I I mean obviously a lot of these stats are gonna I had a lot of Rezel focused exotic armor, as I'm sure you probably did too.
Yeah.
And now that's all health. So and health is not the most desired stat.
Yeah,
for
no,
most
it's
people
not.
these days.
I've been, as I've been making builds, I've been going with like all the extra engrams that I've had. I'll like try to go get the piece that kind of works with the build that I'm going for. If I don't end up getting something, then I'll just use the old one until I do get a new one.
Right.
So that's just how I've been handling it lately. But like, if you want to hold on to older stuff until Bungie hopefully inevitably makes exotics like higher stat rolls, if people really care that much about it, sure, keep them.
Right.
In terms of just like general vault storage, you're a creator. I understand keeping one of every exotic on tap ready to go. Totally understand.
Yeah.
Do I think most general people, normies, need to keep every single exotic armor piece? No, they do not. You know, because there's a lot of not very good ones, or just if you're not using it, you don't need to hold on to it, right? But I also understand, like, getting them is not the easiest process in the world for a lot of people out there. Like, an exotic to you and me, an exotic engram is like, yeah, whatever. But to somebody else is like, holy shit, I got one. So yeah, for content creators, I've basically always said to everybody, if you want to keep one of every exotic, I get it. I understand.
Yeah. I mean, my stance with exotics has always been like, because you can't, they're not like exotic weapons where you can just pull them from collection.
Right.
They function the exact same. So I've always just kind of like, whenever I pick up an exotic, let's say it's like a precious scars, like with what I have here, I would just like look at it, compare it to the one that I have in my vault. If it's worse, then I, get rid of it. Or if it's better than the one I have in my vault, I get rid of the one in my vault and I bring in the new one. And so I've just had this like gradual replacement system, just so that in case one day Bungie buffs an exotic or I need an exotic for testing, I don't have to pull a 48 roll from collections. You know what I'm saying?
I literally exact same process for myself.
Yeah.
As soon as I get a dupe, I compare them, what's better. Or if it's like close, then I'm like, okay, just pick one. If it's not in a build, just freaking pick one, get rid of the other one, and just move on.
100%. Yeah. Well, if you ever see any dupe exotic armor pieces, I'm down to, hash it out, see if any of them are better or worse. Because a lot of the, I think other speedrunners kind of have the same thing, but like a lot of the time when we have multiple armor pieces, multiple dupe exotic armor pieces, I should say, one of them was like a mobility piece for speedrunning because you need to like jump a certain height for a certain mechanic or something.
Yep.
And then another piece is like your Rezel piece or something like that. So now that mobility is not a thing anymore, a lot of those we could definitely like look at and maybe prune a little bit. Okay. Okay. Well, dude, man, I mean, this is just gonna be. we're gonna be deleting these for a while.
It's the zero. It's the zero.
Yeah, it's the zero power. I mean,
understand.
I only really need one of these. I think these aren't even class restricted anymore. I'm pretty sure you can wear these on any class now, right? I think.
I'm not wearing masks that often. I'm not sure.
Okay, because the only reason why we have masks, by the way. Oh, I can definitely get rid of these. Sorry about that. I can yeah, this pyramid head mask is a universal one, so I can wear it on any class. But so funny story about how why masks are even in my vault to begin with. In speedrunning, they remember how you used to be able to put yourself under light with like a dreamer's wand or whatever, and you could one shot yourself with mountaintop or whatever.
Vaguely.
Yeah, so before they changed like the whole the fire team power system, I think it was in Final Shape, where you could be brought up to light by other people, in raids and stuff like that. So before that, you could individually like bring yourself under the activity power and just one shot yourself with like mountaintop. So people used to do that all the time in speedrunning. Super useful to be able to die quickly in certain moments in speedrunning. But now, because of fire team power, every single person in your fire team has to be under light for this to work.
Right.
And so everyone would just put on a mask, and then one person, when you needed people to be under light, that would be like the control person. They'd be high power. Everyone else would be like 900 power or whatever. And then they'd put on the mask when you needed everyone to be under power. And on top of that, I believe the most you can go under power now is you can't go minus 100, minus 200 anymore, and just everything is immune and you just die instantly. I think you can only go minus 10 now or something like that. At least that's what it was during final shape. It was like -5, and you can get down to -10 if everybody was under power. That was the most you could go under. So specifically, the reason why I have this mask is because in Last Wish speedruns in Vault, you've probably seen in Last Wish speedruns they boop the captain with tractor cannon in the Vault encounter, right? So before, you used to be able to underlight. One guy would underlight, and he would be doing immune damage to the captain, but the knockback would go through. So you would send this guy flying, but he would take no damage. Nowadays, because you can't individually underlight anymore, you would have one person be the control guy, everyone would be taken to -10, and then you would do slightly less damage to the captain with tractor cannon. So it's still more annoying. You can't just like face tank him because it'll just kill him. But yeah, that's the reason why I have the mask. So long story short,
boop the captain into the main room, and if you tractor him and they freaking dies, right? You want to be lower level so he doesn't die. You move him into the center room. Yeah.
So I'll just keep one mask. That's it. One mask. That's it. You know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get these back anyway, but still, just one mask.
I mean, festival's coming up anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, that too. Okay, well, I don't know. This is gonna be not particularly engaging. I'm basically just going to be going through every single.
I mean, like any sort of like interesting anecdotes that you might have about a certain piece of armor or something like that. You know, is always interesting. Like the Last Wish tech that you were talking about. That was like, oh, I remember from the time that I commentated the Last Wish speedrun at AGDQ. I was like, I remember that tech, and like some Deepstone tech I remember as well. Like people clipping through the wall, and like one guy's going off to this one section while 4 other people like doing the fight and blah blah blah. So like, there's some things here and there that I remember.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've always been like a kind of a sideline supporter of like the speedrunning scene. You know, I appreciate that. You know, if you ever like find yourself in a content drought a little bit, just you know, there's a lot of speedruns on YouTube, and I think they make for really great watches for like for mainstream audiences. Yeah. So you could pull one of those up, and I can answer.
I've considered. I did some low man stuff. Some of the later low man stuff that I did. For me at a time, was just like I was very busy making other pieces of content, and the time commitment that it took to do some of that type of content, plus the god awful viewership that it got, was like that was kind of the end of like a lot of the speedrunning stuff for me. But I mean, like way back. I'm talking D1. You know, I'm doing solo raid boss. I did solo Axis. I did all that. I did that shit. It was just different era for me, different time, and like the technology back then wasn't as crazy as some of the things today.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I just don't find myself doing a lot of that stuff as often, especially because like nowadays, as soon as the contest raid's done, people are hopping into the normal mode. Like, we're 3-man flawless normal mode immediately, and like once once a lot of those things are done, which basically happen in the opening weekend, I have found that most people tend to not really care outside of like the first clear or something like that.
Yeah. Attention spans are kind of growing shorter, and like the rate at which people jump on stuff and just chew through it is so fast now, I think, compared to before. So I mean, you would probably be able to speak more to that than I can, because you were around back then. But I just feel like now people like, there's a new piece of content, and within the first day, it's solved. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the game has been getting much more solved, as time has gone on. It's not like it's ever been an unsolved experience, but the amount of resources and the amount of people participating now in those hunts for knowledge is so much higher than ever before. Dude, in D1, there was like maybe 2 or 3 people doing damage testing, and I was one of them. Like, I was the one doing like Gallarhorn versus Sleeper Simulant versus Outbreak on Vossic in Wrath of the Machine, right? Like, it just was never as deep of a thing as it was today. Like, I wish things were back then as deep as things are now, because that's originally why I wanted to start making content. Like, I remember my second video of D1 ever was like testing some melee speed armor bonus on like a piece of armor that would drop or something, because that's the kind of shit that I wanted to do. But we just didn't have that breadth of things to test in the game back then, compared to now, where it's like I can't even keep track of half the damn interactions in the game And then half the reason is because like, oh, that's not working properly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how's your experience been with well, I mean, first of all, I guess the question to ask is like, are you happy with kind of the direction the game is going then? Because it kind of sounds like you're happy with the development that has occurred.
I mean, I appreciate that there is like a much wider range of things for people to go test, all these different interactions and all that kind of stuff. You know, again, when I was here, dude, the first 3 years of D1 was just like that subclass grid, right? Where it's just like very, very static and things weren't as powerful, things weren't as in depth. So I love that there are insane things like the sticky grenade, you know, explosive light tech for people to go figure out. I think that's super cool.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
also not so important that like you need to have that to participate in the game. That's like such a like that's like a top 1% of the 1% of the 1% type of thing.
Yeah.
So I do think it's cool. It's just for me personally, like coming around to try to cover some of that stuff at this point in my career, I'm like, that's a young man's game.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
developed a much more normie audience for lack of a better term, which is fine because that's the largest portion of the people who are playing the game, right? People just want to know, bro, just tell me I don't need to know all the tech. Just tell me what perks on the gun, man, and just let me move on with my fucking life. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. In some respects, like, well, obviously, like when I do testing and stuff, it's like very technical and you know it's a lot of effort. I don't envy you, to be honest, because like your job is, I feel like, a lot more delicate than mine. I think, especially with the audience you're trying to handle, and in some ways, you are also kind of responsible in part for the game's mainstream success in some ways, right? So I feel like it's yeah,
I mean,
don't envy
I
you.
know I
It's
reach like
tough
a
job.
pretty wide audience, partly because of, you know, the content that I make. I try to make pretty accessible content, which
Right.
is why I've kind of dialed back from, you know, doing some of the more insane testing, because I've found in the past when I've done some of those more like super in-depth things, a lot of that just goes over people's heads and they're just like, I don't even know what you're fucking talking about, man. I'm running Vanguard Ops playlist. I don't need to know about this insanity.
Yeah.
But you, on the other hand, have cultivated that audience of like, yes, I want to know about this secret tech because I'm running this speedrun stuff. I'm running this thing. I'm running that thing. And so, yeah, it just comes down to like, what kind of audience have you cultivated? You've cultivated a very hardcore, like, gotta know all the nitty gritty. I've cultivated a, bro, just shut up and tell me the weapon roll perk so I can move on.
I feel you. No,
So,
I feel you.
you know,
Yeah.
but I also like, it's been over the past, I want to say 2 to 4 years that the Destiny community, the creator community has grown from just like, you know, the original, I want to say like 20 creators, 10 to 20 creators, where we were all just jack of all trades. Like everyone just tried to do everything. And over the past like 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, we've had so many more people like yourself, these more niche creators come in and really find a place of their own in a community that I already thought even back then was pretty saturated, because there just maybe wasn't as many things to cover or go that in depth with. So, you know, it's like every other day I felt like I was hearing like, oh, blah, 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 just hit 100,000, bro, just hit 100,000 on YouTube, 100,000, 200,000 here. And it's been cool to see that kind of like next generation of creators come into the space and carve out, you know, a little place for themselves.
Yeah. I think it's definitely. Yeah, I think the content creator space has gotten a lot more diverse over time.
Oh, way more.
Okay, well-
Dude, for like 7 years, it was like me and Bife and more console and Fallout and MTash going to every single event and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, the amount of people that I've interacted with over the past 5 is like so much more than the first 7.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, I am mostly done with legendary armor. I think you just saw me shred through like.
I was
pretty
gonna
much
say you
every...
freaking ripped through it.
Yeah. Okay, we could go over some dupe exotics now if you want. I think I have a couple somewhere. There's like 2 Feloners, I guess. One of them seems to be an old one. One of them seems to be a new one. Neither of them looks particularly appealing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, it depends on how much of a stat slut you are, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, are you a slut for big number on the exotic, or do you care more about what stats are actually there, right? This is a case where it's like, okay, you have multiple Fellwinters, make the Fellwinter build. What does D2 Armor Picker say with what you want to have set up? It says one, okay, you use that one. And then maybe a few months down the road, you end up getting another one. Maybe, you know, it falls out of fashion, then it comes back. You want to remake it. You have a different one. Okay, you put in that one. But for like one of those in particular where you're like, you know, and neither of these are like looking super appealing either way, then it's just like you make the judgment call and you're just like, okay, you know, for me personally, I'm skewing more in the direction of Armor 3.0 than 2.0 just so I can be like, move the fuck on, man. Like, just move on. But if something's dramatically better or it fits what I'm looking for a bit more, I'll hold on to the 2.0. But you said it yourself, like kind of a toss up. Neither of these look super appealing to me. It's just make a call and get rid of one and that's it.
Yeah. I mean the what is it called? The Fellwinters, I don't like make builds around it. It's like a speedrunning tool. Like in speedrunning, we like finisher an ad near a boss, and it makes the ad the boss debuffed, and so it's really like the stats don't even matter to be honest, because you have it on for like a couple seconds and you take it off. Yeah. I mean the powered melee weaken thing is kind of nice, but you know, that's not really it's not like a neutral build, so the stats don't really matter that much to me. I'll just keep one of them and move on.
Right.
Any other dupes you can spawn on this page? I don't think I see any.
I'm not seeing unless it's like an ornament thing, which it could be, but yeah, we can go next.
Okay, cool. What do we got here?
Any dupes. Maybe some Sunbracer dupes. Maybe different ornaments.
Yeah. I mean, Sunbracers needs the nade stat now, doesn't it? For the damage.
I mean, it helps.
Yeah, and this one's got no nade.
Yeah.
So, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wait, you don't get golf balls back for dismantling, or is it because I'm full on golf
You might
balls?
be full. Okay, you're full. If you want to spend a couple, go for it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I feel like those are pretty plentiful.
Bro, I've had to deal with the content creators of like, yo, I keep all this forged, masterworked exotic armor so that way when I delete it, I can get a golf ball back. And I'm like, brother, if you're in that position, you got no problem getting new golf balls, man. Go run a fucking Nightfall.
Yeah.
Hoarding exotics.
Oh, okay. I got more Sunbracers. Oh, these are like actually like that's like a good roll.
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better.
I can drop these. Yeah, I can drop these for sure. Do you like the new Sunbracer ornament? The one that's like robotic looking. Have you seen it?
I think I've seen it. I don't know. I kind of the OG is already like a really good looking.
Yeah, it is.
Piece of armor that I like to kind of, you know, I do very much like to make my fashion around my exotic, and they already look really good.
Finally, someone who gets it. Dude, I get flamed by my speedrunning teammates all the time. Every time I put on an exotic. So a lot of speedrunners, the way they work, right, is there's a classic, like, you know, female warlock speedrunner drip that everyone's wearing, right? And what speedrunners love doing is they have like a set 5 ornaments that they wear with certain shaders. And every time they need an exotic, they just slot it in, right? They just slot it in. Maybe they change the shader to match the rest of the build. Yeah. I'm very much not like that. Dude, listen, exotics, they're visually very distinct. And I feel like when you put one on, you gotta like make the rest of your drip match. You know, you gotta theme it up. You know, so like, you know, I put on Sunbracers. I'm like, you know, I put on some bird drip, or I go with some flames, some solar stuff. You know.
No, I respect the shit
out
of that. Yeah, you gotta make it work. You have to like. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, your exotic is your main like fashion thing that you should kind of anchor around for the most part.
Maybe, out. Yeah.
Maybe you have something a little more generic looking, then you can kind of be a little more flexible. But like, bro, if I'm wearing Ashen Wake with giant shoulder pads, I got to match that energy on the rest of the armor. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a damn idiot.
You do.
Right?
You really do. Dude, you can't. You just can't be putting stuff like Sanguine Alchemy on and then not changing the rest of your drip. I mean, like,
no, 100%.
Covers 80% of your body, man.
100%. Not wrong at all. Based. No one mentioned me all this based.
Finally, dude, it's so good to be validated, dude. I get ridiculed all the time, like Aegis.
100%.
Why do you look like a bird? I'm like, dude, I got Sunbracers on. Why I gotta look like a bird? You know, like, come on now.
I validate you. I get it.
Okay, 2 Eunoias. I mean, one's got One's got grenade and one's got health. I mean, I'd probably take the grenade one over the health one, right? I mean, neither of them is that good, but
Yeah, I would do the same.
okay, cool. Sounds good. Oh my, look at my vaults, bro. We're hundreds down. It's
Yeah, I spent
fucking
two and a half hours yesterday just like figuring out like 4 different builds on my Titan just so I could purge a bunch of armor.
That's great. It's a great feeling. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
That pair of boots, by the way, is like one of the very few examples where I could understand if you're like, okay, 30, 31.
I mean, it's got a
Alright.
super mode, so it's a little cheating, but I'll keep it. It's
still,
spiky enough. It's spiky enough. Yeah. Okay. Any dupes you see on this page? Any dupes? I'm surprised. I thought I had more dupes.
Starfire Protocol? Top left.
Oh, here, one's got an ornament. Yeah. Okay, so this one was a really good roll back then because health would be resilience, but
Yep.
I mean,
you're basically just trading your class for weapons
class
here.
for weapons, right?
Which-
I mean, maybe class is better, you know. So I mean, I guess it does refund your whole.
Yeah.
I guess this one would be better for DPS because you're not getting kills with your grenade during DPS.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I'll just keep the first one. I'm probably not gonna use the second one ever, to be honest. So there you go. And then I could probably pluck away a few more of these that have fresh arrivals from my characters. Okay, there we go. And we got the last little cloak. Yep.
And just class
And I
items.
Yeah, that's just a class item, a newer one with actual stats and stuff. I can sift through those later when I make like actual builds and I'm done farming. How's your power grind been going? You taking your time? Just
Yeah,
kinda...
not bad. I'm just around, what am I at now? 360 something on my Titan, 362. I would also, like, I knew that I wasn't going to want to torture myself,
Right.
just like being in the solo ops mines. Could I be 400 multiple characters at this point if I really wanted to? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also want to have a much, like, a visually interesting stream over just running K1 over and over. It also helps me, like, actually stay engaged with the game versus just running the same thing over and over again. So, yeah, could I be a little bit further along if I wanted to? Sure. But I'm okay taking it slow because, again, what do I need the super high tier gear for if I'm already clearing some of the hardest shit in the game? I'm not in a rush. You know?
Yeah,
I
feel you.
I'm not in a rush.
Yeah,
I can.
Yeah, I feel you.
I will be able to do 5 out of 5 feats with my raid team whenever we decide we want to do it in my current gear. Even in worse gear, I could probably do it. Right? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
you could do it
I'm
on
just
the
not
2.0 for
sweating it.
sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sweating it at all.
It's chill, especially with the current meta, right? It's just like Outbreak, you know.
Yeah,
Just
right.
most of the bosses
You're
don't
sitting
even
there
need,
M1ing hip fire
you don't
on
even know how
like
to
2 of the
weapon stat
4
or anything.
bosses, right? Like, it's no thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my vault's looking a lot emptier. I think all my characters are pretty much empty, I think, or mostly empty.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I guess a couple more exotics I can get rid of now that I'm done testing. I can get rid of 1K. I could get rid of Thunderlord, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Outbreak
yeah,
kind of
totally
replaced
don't need
Thunderlord for
Thunderlord.
the time being.
Yeah. I mean, the exotics I'll probably need to pull back anyway. Like I'm not gonna get rid of Whisper because it's a little bit more expensive to craft. But I'll eventually do like a realistic DPS option video, and I'll have to like re-get some of these. But yeah, that was pretty fruitful. I'm feeling satisfied, feeling emptied out. You know, feeling emptied out.
It's always nice to like free up some of that space and just like, especially with all the Armor 2.0 stuff. Like at some point I'm going to recommend, if not already, most people, as soon as you hit that tier 3, tier 4, like all that shit can go. If you are not
100%.
hardcore raiding all the time and most of the time is spent in fire team ops, get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
Yeah. % agreed. All right. Well,
All right, dude.
Yeah, thank you so much. You know,
I
this
mean,
was,
you did most of the heavy lifting on this one. Usually I got to yell
Nah,
at people
I mean,
and scream at people
I was
to delete
dismantling
shit.
quite a bit of legendary
But
armor.
I don't know. We had a nice little conversation in the second half there. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, do you have any questions for me, or about speedrunning, or like anything you're interested in?
At the moment, no. But I haven't watched any like Desert Perpetual speedrun stuff just yet. So
Okay.
I
There probably won't
I
be any
usually-
like, super like polished runs for like the next month or
Yeah,
two.
I mean that's
at least.
fine though. Like
So,
I mean this is the fun part, right? Where it's like you're still innovating, you're still scrappy, you're trying to figure out like what's working, what's not working, right? Like that. Those are the fun times where like every other day maybe the record's coming down or something like that, right? So that there's fun in that as well. All versus like everyone has like the optimized strat, and now you're just trying to squeeze every little second that you possibly can out of the experience, right? So.
yeah, one more thing I'll leave with you before you go. It's kind of interesting that someone told me about one time when it comes to speedrunning, right? In speedrunning, there are kind of like 3 different classes of speedrunners. And not that one is better than the other or anything, but it's kind of just based on time. So the first class, we'll call them like class A speedrunners. Okay, that kind of like indicates that they're better. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just say, okay, there's 3 categories of speedrunners. The first category is basically the people that right off the rip, as soon as a new activity is released or a new game comes out, they're in there. A lot of the time it's like maybe content creators, and they're just like trying stuff. They're trying stuff.
Right.
They're basically that's what's going on right now, right? And in D2, you don't get that very often because activities release on a yearly cadence or like a bi-yearly cadence or something like that, right? So you have new content comes out, and then a lot of the time when speedrunners are trying new stuff, runs are not streamed when people are practicing stuff because in Destiny 2, a lot of speedrun teams just don't stream practice, right? But I think for the first time, my team and I think another team is streaming pretty much all the practice sessions. So people get to see us Stratcraft in real time. And a lot of the older teams, like from Silomar and Breeze and Nightmare and all those other teams, they didn't really stream that kind of phase of experimenting and finding new speedrun strats. So I think it's been really cool to share with my audience and just some other people that have come to watch the stream. Just us finding stuff. Like people literally get to see us stumble upon skips and stuff in real time, which is like really cool. Or figure out a way to like bypass an encounter mechanic. Because a lot of people, I get questions like, how do you guys even find this stuff? And it's just like, we're just doing the raid, and like sometimes someone's like has a dumb idea, and it's most of the time it's dumb, but sometimes it ends up being cool. It's like it's cool.
Yeah, no, I think all that stuff is cool.
Yeah. And then I think the second category is like people that are kind of just grinding down the time like a little by little. They're kind of just iterating. And then the third category is like eventually speedruns reach a point where the strategies are all figured out, right? Like I'm thinking a game like SM64, right, where like almost everything is like it's like 99th percentile figured out, right? And at that point, there's like a small group of runners that run for purely execution, right? So a lot of classic speedrunning games, they're in that third stage where like it's purely execution. And D2 is a really interesting game because while a lot of people value that third stage execution level stuff, it never really reaches that third stage because it's a live service game, the meta is constantly evolving, and there's new content that always attracts new people all the time for speedrunning. So it's really interesting because the game almost never, with some few exceptions, almost never reaches that third stage. So it's really fun, lots of dynamic strats. If you watch a speedrun one year and then next year you come back to it, it's probably going to look completely different. So it's pretty cool stuff.
No, it's all that stuff's cool. I mean, I like watching speedrun. I watch the second highest watch time person that I watch on Twitch last year for me was Simply. He did a lot of SM64. Now he's been doing a bunch of other stuff. So like, I love watching that kind of stuff. AGDQ. I'm usually pretty locked in. So yeah, it's all cool to me.
Yeah, I hope we can get like an IRL team to a GDQ event at some point in D2. In the near future.
Yeah, I mean, they've done it a couple times. I've commentated live. Like, I've literally been at the show. We did that for Last Wish. I did Deep Stone. I was going to potentially do another one that happened very recently, but I think I was out of town that time.
Right.
But, like, I'm always down to, like, do the commentary stuff. I find it very interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, dude.
That's great. Yeah. Well, thank you so much once again. I know this took a bit of, a little chunk of time, but hopefully, I mean, how long are your average vault cleans? Or was this like a long one? Was this a short one?
I'd say it was slightly longer than usual, but we were also discussing some non-vault things, and you were also getting way more, like, you were kind of leading the charge on this one, and your explanations take longer than mine, because most of the time mine's are like, this is a piece of garbage, get rid of it. And you're like, well, last Thursday I had to run this piece because it was a full moon outside, and like I'm like, I get it. But usually it just depends. It depends on the vault, and it depends on how much time I have. Like sometimes I'll be like, all right, I got an hour. Sometimes we can yap all day. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully, I'm not cutting into whatever you have to do next too much.
Nah, you're good.
But yeah. Hopefully you got some content out of this. I know I was like kind of like especially for the armor piece, I was just kind of like just blazing through them. So
I mean, if there's
I was
nothing to say, like it's not even worth our time being like, oh, well, here's why I'm going to delete this. It's like, you're gonna have the same conversation for all 200 armor pieces. Like you can just
yeah. Yeah,
we
so
already
I hope like that
established. Yeah.
the discussions we were having was kind of like made up for that and
Yeah. No, for
made for
sure.
some good content.
For sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll catch you later. Thanks for your time and
All right, dude.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it did go a little bit longer than I was expecting, but like, you know, he is so knowledgeable, about the game. I'm learning shit all the time because it's a side of the game that I don't explore, right? I don't get into those like upper echelons, uh, of the game just because that's not where I spend my time a lot of the time. Again, we talked about like our audiences and how he caters to this audience and I cater to that audience. And generally speaking, if you're doing content like me, where the moment he starts talking about sticky grenades and the positioning of this and this, a lot of that is going over people's head. Also, Tolan, I'm already on it. So it's cool to find out, some little niche things about the game in a territory that I don't normally get to explore because it would take a lot more time for me to explore that kind of stuff. And it's also just, if I'm not actively engaged with it, then there's very little reason for me to like know the speedrun strats when I'm not speedrunning, right? So it's cool to learn those little bits and pieces here and there. And there is a side of me that wishes I could engage with more of that stuff more often, but then there's also a side of me that is like very appreciative of the fact that I kind of stay in my lane a little bit and I leave myself some time to do other things in my life, because again, I used to be there where I was grinding away at solo Axis for like a week straight. Right? So it's just, people ask me all the time, like, when are you going to do low mans? When are you going to do speed runs? All that kind of stuff. I'm like, brother, I am about to be 36, man. That phase of my life is over. That is not where I want to spend my time anymore. It's just not where I want to spend my time. I want to spend my time doing some other shit. That's really what it comes down to. It's like, why don't you speedrun? I don't want to, man. Why don't you do low mans? I don't want to. I want to do some other shit. I'm already busy enough as is. So that's all. I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could ask some people and, get involved, but it's just not where I am. Not where I am anymore, but hopefully that was good. We can yap a little bit. I'm going to take a union mandated eat break. I'm also going to grab some water and go to the bathroom, though. So I will be right back. But we'll do a little bit of yapping. Let me go grab some water and let me go to the bathroom. All right, be right back.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Okie doke. We are back, and I'm turning off the face cam because I don't like to have my face cam on when I eat because I feel weird. There you go. I'll be that. Okay. During that time, we had R. Sheps with 5 years of 7. Savage with the full year. Ginger Pleb with almost 5 years, 59 months. Is this a Boobis Among or Bub is Among Us? Among Us. Bub is Among Us. New sub and Burn Blitz 9 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you, gamers. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I gotta wolf down some. Gotta wolf down some food here. My outfit just showed up for the math class formal. Very excited. The answer is no. You cannot see it yet.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Quick question: when you were leveling, were you just infusing your old armor, or are you just using the new armor? Trying to figure out what's the right thing to do because I'm just infusing my old armor.
There is no right way to do things. There is no right way. Either one is fine. I was infusing my old armor just for the sake of, you know, keeping things moving. But also because the armor that I got while leveling up until very recently was not very good. And so I kept my old stuff until now, where I'm getting tier 3s, tier 4s. It's starting to eclipse some of the stuff that I had from the past, and much more consistently.
Day,
so as soon as you start to get to a point where you're getting like tier 3, tier 4, that's when you should be moving to the new armor. And yeah, like Steve said, like, you don't have to infuse every single thing. You can just keep your highest armor piece on you, so that way you can start building up your cores. Because I've seen so many people be like, what the fuck, this takes like 7,000 cores. And then I'll see their inventory and they have like 500,000. And I'm like, okay, man, well, I mean, yeah, it's expensive, but like, you got a lot. You got a lot, man. When I infuse right away at the level, difference affects the number of needed cores. It's just to give yourself some time to, like, you know, dismantle some armor pieces to kind of build up your reserves, essentially. It's just not that urgent. And if you're infusing every single drop, you will eventually run out of cores.
112 is a big number in it. Datto pop, keep on keeping on, Datto hug.
Toxic Bebop with the 112. What a rush. Thank you very much for the 112. Tasty Rice with the 25. Ghost World 45. Thank you, gamers. I think part of the reason the unstable core situation is so bad is because we're infusing armor from 10 to 300, 400. 200 up to those levels will be better, I imagine. Well, going from 10 to 200 wasn't unstable cores. It was just regular cores. Like, yeah, there will be some situations where you rip through, like, tens of thousands of cores. But given how many cores I've seen people have at some point, it doesn't seem too brutal. Flat broke on prisms, though. I will say I'm pretty happy about prisms actually, like, getting some use. Because they were basically just stuck at 100 for me, like, the whole time. Like, I'm actually using currency, and it feels good. But I am also, like, somewhat rationing them. Like, a lot of my armor, 4. This one's 5 because I was using it on multiple things. 3. 4. That one's 4. This one I did masterwork. I'm keeping a lot of things at, like, 3 and 4 to make sure that I don't run out of stuff. Using normal enhancement cores willy-nilly, the number's still going up. That's been my experience, too. I feel like I've had the same amount of cores, like, the whole expansion. Like, I haven't even made a dent into this stack. And, like, yeah, the unstable cores I've had to monitor, like, a little bit when I'm doing these bigger jumps. But as long as you're being, like, mostly responsible about it, you should be fine. I'll say 400, my unstable core started blowing up. In, like, a good way or a bad way? Like, blowing up as in you got a shitload, or blowing up as in you ripped through all of them? Ice Luna, I've only gotten 1. I've gotten an holofoil. That's it. Hey, Dal, what are the specs of your computer? And do you use 1 or 2 computers for streaming? I use 1 computer for streaming. Even though I probably should be using 2, I just like using 1. And I have a 14900K processor. I got a 4090 in here. I got 32 gigs of RAM that I want to bump up to 64. A couple NVMe SSDs. Z90 motherboard. So I got it last year. So it's pretty beefy rig for its era. Sand and water. You're not wrong. I watched a video that was like this random town in like Tennessee or somewhere in like the almost south is like where so many of these companies get the very specific sand that they need to make processors. I'm like, that's fucking crazy, man. I don't know why I thought that. My ass thought they just were like, yep, let's just go to the beach and just scoop up a bunch of sand for our microchips. But I never thought about it. Anyone else watch Half as Interesting? No, just me. That's a great channel. That and Wendover. But Half It's Interesting. Great channel. I like how he kind of really came into his own over like the past couple years. Nah, I haven't seen Jet Lag. I think Danielle's seen an episode or two. But I've heard good things. I haven't really been watching a lot of anything recently. Now that I think about it, I've been doing more listening of my second listen of The Locked Tomb than I have like YouTube videos or TV, because I've just been, you know, on a stream day, I'll end stream, I'll eat dinner, and then I just go to work on videos, and then I'll work up until I go on my nightly walk. And then go on my walk and then go straight to bed. So I just haven't really been watching a whole hell of a lot of anything.
Wonderful day.
How It's Made is based. How It's Made is like probably one of the greatest television shows of all time.
Wide people happy.
It's wide people happy time. It's wide people happy time. It's wide people happy time. I love How It's Made. I love How It's Made so goddamn much. If I just need something on, How It's Made is my go-to. I fucking love How It's Made. Are they still making new episodes of How It's Made? Rogue Hunter, you know what's crazy? Is like, I'll watch the YouTube channel How It's Made compilations. I have the service that hosts all of the episodes of How It's Made. I could just watch them all commercial free and just like put it on, and it'll go to the next episode automatically, and I still watch the YouTube ones. Why?
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Why do I do that? But they're great. I love them. I kind of feel bad for the Science Channel though, because I like their YouTube channel, because I feel like they uploaded like a lot of cool stuff, but it's basically just like the How It's Made compilation channel. Like, I'll watch some of the other stuff on the Science Channel every so often. Science Channel still exists? Anyone still got cable? Still around? Good for them, man. Doesn't rap still exist? I don't know. How's Mark Summers doing? Let's see. "22 seasons, 341 episodes. Oh no, that shit ended in 2011. All seasons are available for streaming on Max as of August 2025. That's right now! Dude, isn't it crazy to like go to a Wikipedia article and you see something like some shit that just happened. I feel like I should have seen that all seasons available for streaming as of like March 2022 or something. Dude, their shit never happens at the exact time that I look it up. That's crazy. Mark Summers. How's he doing? Mark Summers is 73. That is crazy. Since 2023, he has hosted the podcast Mark Summers Unwraps. He currently stars in a one-man show about his life titled The Life and Slimes of Mark Summers. It's off-Broadway. Good for him. Good for him, man. Hosted Double Dare, hosted Unwrapped. He did What Would You Do as well. I remember that. I don't even remember what Would You Do was about. Was it just kind of like a variety show? They only did 2 seasons of What Would You Do? That show felt like it went on forever. They did 2 seasons. That shit ran for 2 years. But they made 90 episodes of What Would You Do? What's my favorite variety of cheese? I don't really know. I'm not that much of a cheese connoisseur. I keep it pretty normie with the cheese. Double Dare physical challenge? Oh, I take the physical challenge every time. It's not even a question. It's on-site physical challenge. Damn, they did a Double Dare revival from 2018 to 2019. I don't even know what... we were talking about game shows earlier. What is even the most popular game show going on right now? Besides, like, I guess, like, the normie ones, like, you know, Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. What's, like, some, like, New Guard... some New Guard, game shows. Like, I'm talking, like, last 5 years. American Ninja Warrior. I feel like that's been around for a while. My ass was watching Ninja Warrior on G4. I don't even know, man. Does Netflix do game shows? Yeah, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire has been around for a million years. I'm talking some new stuff. Game Changer? Is that the Dropout show? Oh, yeah, I've seen clips. I've seen clips. Did you ever watch the Escape Room episode of, what, Game Changer? I don't have, like, a subscription to Dropout. I've only, like, the only things I've seen of Dropout are just, like, whatever makes it to YouTube. Takeshi's Castle. No, I'm talking new stuff. I ain't talking that MXC, even though I love MXC. Don't get illuminated. Yeah. I don't know, it looks funny. I know I don't have, like, the time to... Sorry, I'm almost done with my lunch, by the way. I just don't have the time to even like sit down. And, dude, I barely had like couch time with Danielle where we watched YouTube videos. Fucking sucks. Yeah, I know dropouts from College Humor. I'm done with my food, sorry. Alright, let's go back. Okay, well, here's the thing. I want to do Quick Play Master. So I have to run with a different build. I mean, I'll miss having my glacial grenade, but at least I can run like stasis mostly okay. I think I kept on the Reckless Oracle. All right. This will get a 360 here. I'll just make sure I'm locking some stuff that I don't want deleted here. Keeping you. This one could probably go stats for all, one for all. I didn't end up. It's the first time that I'm like stats for all, none for one for all. Goodbye. All right. Now I can do some master. Whoop. Yeah, just for that weapon in particular. Just for that one in particular. Ah, Vada got me the TWAB video. That's good. I was gonna give it a couple more beats anyway before I uploaded, because we just uploaded the vibe check today, so I wanted to give it a little bit of time. Just a wee bit of time. But we are gonna have a TWID video. TWAB TWID, whatever. It's my armor shader. It's a combination of stuff. We got Groovadelic and then Sinking Feeling on the helmet. This is the first time I've used the stasis setup with my revised buildcraft, so I'm interested to see how it does. I wonder if there's a way for Bungie to start getting in some like campaign missions, or at least like pieces of missions to turn into some stuff. Because I was like, man, we're running like a lot of the Beyond Light content, and I was like, oh right, they're Empire hunts. I don't think they were. I think they just turned like some of the story missions into the Empire hunts, right? Did I actually push the exotic video? Did I? Is it not live? Oh no. I scheduled it. Scheduled August 15th. It's the 14th. YouTube does this thing where whenever you upload a video, they make it automatically for the next day. Well, that'll just come out tomorrow then. Fuck. Alright. I'm changing. Okay, so the exotic video will come out at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And then the TWID I will just post right away. Man, fucking hell. Alright, well at least I'll have something for tomorrow. No, I can change the upload time. It's no big. But just, I was doing it in the middle of the stream for today. So I was like, oh, it'll go live at 11 o'clock. Not realizing that I set it for tomorrow and not today, but now I want to upload the TWID video. So I don't want to have 2 videos go live at the same time. I literally said, like, okay, I'm going to push it live at 11, and nobody said anything. This guy really dodged my frickin'... F you, man. First took my diamond lance. Kind of cringe. Oh well. It just means more videos, more days in a row. Gives me a little bit more of a window to make some other stuff happen. That's fine. Still got a bunch of other exotic videos to work on. Although this weekend is a lot of dress up for me. A lot of dress up. I gotta check out my Moxie costume. I gotta make sure my outfit for the math class formal fits me. I'm also going to, I'm going to like a proper, like, place that does wigs, because I want to try to get something that's not, like, a piece of shit off of Amazon that I can actually use more than one time. So, that'll be fun. Where would we find that content you mentioned? Which content? I'm dead. I don't have anti-barrier. I'm always without something, man. I'm always without friggin' something in these places. Freaking grappler. The grappler. It was a bit to force us to YouTube. Oh. Yeah, no, it's... The moment's gone. It's alright. The moment's gone. Hamadriano, thank you very much for 75. Do the bonus drops require a certain grade? Yes. You cannot just, like, potato your way through. Alright, well, that was unceremonious. Do I have a video for my Stasis Titan build? Technically, I do. This build that I'm running is basically the same build as the build video I made like a year ago. But I am going to just like remake it with updated stats. in the near future. But it is just Icefall Mantle and stacking a bunch of class stat. I'm going a little bit higher on class stat than I feel like I normally would. Because I just want to see, like... I just want to see how the overshield is, you know? And, like, how quickly I can get it. Because, like, I mean, look how quickly my class ability came back. Although someone's going to be like, actually, you have class ability times 7 as a modifier right now. I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't know why Briggs got so annoying. Like, they just have so much more health than I feel like they should. I'm guessing it's just like some weird scaling thing. That's usually what ends up happening with stuff like this, right? I don't want the solar flare. I want my stabby needle. This team's kind of cooking, though. They're kind of cooking. Yeah, Flame Flyer. I'm not 100% myself. There's a lot of stuff that kind of annoys me about shattering and like freezing stuff with stasis, because a lot of it just doesn't feel like it counts for anything, which is pretty annoying. Like, you can't really get... There's no, like, you know, shatter siphon. You know? Like, I could be making so many goddamn orbs, but there's no siphon for shattering stuff. It's all just like regular normie-ass damage. A good amount of super energy, though. How much super do I have? I got 81. That'll work. Hey. Vada, you could, yeah. I wouldn't say no. As long as the other thing, the Hunter vibe check, is in a good spot. Care more about getting that online and ready to go. I want Ghost anti-focus mods. I never want Bulwark. Yeah, I feel ya. Ow! That's where I'm really missing my... Maybe I should just go to Flechette. Just have a way to burst down some of these targets. Just have so much health. Master Play says lightning crystals straight up. Arc and Stasis charge faster, but you take more damage from those elements. Yeah, that would probably explain something. I don't know. I feel like it's so hard to do like proper build testing now, because it's like now I feel more inclined to do builds when it's like, hey, when it's like melee, you know, melee mod, use the melee build, and when it's grenade mod, use the grenade build, and when it's stasis mod, use the stasis build. Like, it just has made build crafting so weird to try to like test. It doesn't feel like there's just like a constant of just like, yep, there's no effects, and you just that's it. You use the build. So I never feel like I know how to talk about build crafting now. Because it feels like it always comes with some kind of a qualifier of like, you know. Oh, the activity of the day had Grenadier on, so like I only got to use this in the grenade thing. In the grenade loadout. Test with the boost as long as you test with none as well. I know, it just adds so much extra workload. Because, like, of course it's going to be good in the this build is good playlist. Let me quickly export this TWID video. And get that up online and ready. So that way that can go live. Don't use the grenade, but when they have one that screws grenade, yeah, like don't use it now. Freaking grappler's on. Are we ever gonna get another D2 fashion show? On YouTube? Unlikely. I did one and it went great, and then I did another and it went terrible. As most videos tend to do when you do a sequel. But I haven't done one on the live stream in a while, just because I have not really felt inspired. It has not been it has not been something that I've been itching to do, and therefore I don't want to do it just for the sake of doing it. Because I also want to have a good time, and I don't want to just be like, good fashion, next, you know. Okay. Also, I'm just going to trust that the video's good, Vada, because you've done a bunch of these for me, and they've pretty much always been good. So, we're just going to send it. Did I ever do a reverse fashion show? What was it? What's a reverse fashion show? Like, you guys judge my fashion? Oh, worst fashion. I did something with Fallout and Jez. The problem with doing worst fashion is that after like 3 of them, the bit's over. Right? Like Angel, for example, I call it the Angel Special because he won a fashion emblem doing the Angel Special, which was just the most mismatched armor pieces you could possibly find, and then all of them in a completely random color. And after seeing that, like, so many times, you're just like, yep, I get it. It's bad. It's very easy to make bad fashion. I think it's hard to make bad fashion funny because everyone thinks just mismatched pieces of armor in different colors is, like, hilarious. So, because I did it with Fallout and I did it with Jez because, like, we did a collaborative, like, fashion bracket. And it was just like, yeah, it was just a lot of the same. I'd rather people try to do good fashion than bad. So. Worst fashion, kind of hard when sweating. He's just catching strays. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah. No, well, I don't know. The last few times I've, like, it's come to the week where I would normally have done it. I've just felt like I've had other shit going on. So it's got to come around at a time where I feel like I really have not that much going on. You know? Speaking of having stuff go on, we have to figure out the scheduling for the card opening stream. Okay. Let's get this uploaded. Did Fruit find any more bangers? I don't think so. I think those, I think the two that we saw on stream were, like, the big ones. He found a bunch of other, like, good stuff, but nothing on the level of the big two. But I also told him, if he does not make content out of that segment, he is throwing. He is literally throwing. So hopefully he makes a video out of it pretty soon. I think what he said he might do is, like, go over all of the individual cards that he found and kind of look at them to see how well they would potentially grade, and then do a follow-up video when they get graded. That's what I think he's going to do. He found the big one, wants to surprise everyone. That would go crazy. I would love that. I would love if he found the Giga stuff. Although I feel like he would probably tell me. You know? I feel like he probably would have been like, I found it. And he did not tell me. So. Alright, let's make a thumbnail real quick. Sorry, everybody. People tell me, get a little more comfortable doing some stuff on stream. Doing some work on stream. I don't think they meant this. I don't think they meant this. Seen the crazy ammo gen builds people are coming up with. I haven't had a chance to explore some of the ammo gen stuff I've made, but I've heard some things. I've heard some things. I need like a I need like a picture of a threadling or something. I'm guessing some warlock aspect has like a picture of a threadling. Let me see. Yeah, Weaver's Call. So we gotta take a screenshot of that. Whoops. Okay. No, I didn't want to turn on high contrast. That was me. What's the I never remember the fucking button combination. Is it Control Shift Print for just the one monitor? Why do I not? Or is it Windows?
Wonderful day, Guardian.
It's Windows Shift. God damn it. No, it's not, because it did both. It also did both. And I'm not even hovering over the right thing, so very good, me. That was me. Okay. You guys can't even see what I'm fucking doing. There you go. Okay, so I want the threadling. I want the threadling. I probably could have just got this from Destiny datasets, but whatever. Okay. We're just gonna have this is just gonna be blurred. We're just gonna blur it, and that's gonna be our background. Blur. Blur it like a lot. Blur. And then I also need like Empowering Rift, which we have. Grab that. Okay. There we go. Wait. There we go. This means I gotta shave a little off the top here. There we go. Nope. There we go. I feel like I got that. There we go. All right. So now we make these big. Right. Then we find our center. Okay. Maybe too much green. Maybe too much green. I'm not sure. Let's do a drop shadow. Let's do a better drop shadow. That is why no. Ew. Ew. Okay. Yeah, maybe it is too much green. It's lost in the background. What if we did a black and white? What if we did a black and white that was not as aggressively black and white? It's a little bit better. Black behind, turn down opacity. Could do that as well. Another classic maneuver. I hit the wrong button. Oh God, what's happening? I'm fine. could do like a this. I'd want to brighten these up. Yeah, you're not going to let me do that, huh? God forbid you're not let me do that. Brighten those up a smidge. I like that. I like that. Use the old Datto yellow background. The yellow background for exotics. These are not exotics. Do we just center it and call it a day? I love the aesthetic, but I feel like you always need more. You know what I mean? You gotta have something. Thumbnail text AO. I could just do like, they're getting buffed. Something, I mean, again, the shelf life of this video is like maybe 3 days, so we don't really need to put that much into it.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
I could go with just bottom text. Bottom text would be funny. Fuck it. That's the thumbnail. You coming back?
Yeah, I gotta, I'm gonna take a shower.
Hey. Okay.
So I just don't want him to figure out what he
Brim?
He's lost those privileges.
Yan.
Because he's chewing like a trainer.
Bottom text at the top. Nah, bottom text at the bottom is fine. Alright, that's good. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think I swore a lot during that video, but I'm going to just put inappropriate language in there anyway, just in case. And this will go live on the 14th at 3:45, so it has a chance to do all of its checks. And then I will put the source, the actual source of the damn thing, in the video. Because I almost forgot. Okay.
Wonderful
3:45,
day, Guardian.
scheduled, done. Exotic video comes out tomorrow. Cool. 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 Have you tried any kind of Hunter Sealed Ahamkar Grasp Harmony Discord weapon juggling stuff since they got changed? I have not, my man. I have not. I like where your head's at, but I have not. What do you need? I haven't been getting like any upgrades. Like I've made almost zero power progression today. I got two. I want two of you jabronis in here. Who's trying to join up? Who trying to J up? Am I having fun? I'm having fun. I feel like when I'm having to run with randoms, the consistency of the drops is just not good. Oh, wait a minute. Is it raid time? Okay, he J'd up. Impressive you've managed to avoid solo ops this far. I mean, I've done some solo ops. You know, it's not like I haven't. But I just mainly prefer to do something else. Oh boy, we got 4 now. Thank you, Vada. Yeah, don't worry. I'm sure there will be more times where I want to get different people in. I just want to make sure we're locking in like we're locking in the A's, you know? Threaded caltrops, rage caltrops. Do rage. That should be enough, right? That should be enough. I can go back to the solar build. I don't want solar storms. I want Radiant Joy. And I want... Creates a solar area around you, scorching nearby combatants. I don't think I've ever actually paid attention to this. But it's not the... Yeah, it's not the solar storms, I don't think. Unless it is. Is this Fired Sprite fancy? What's the thing that was pissing me off? That solar storm. Okay. I was like, I don't want that one. I don't want that one, man. I don't want it. I go back to this. Of course, and I drop down to 357. No, wait a minute, because we got fire team power. Alright, send it. Send it.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Any thoughts on the fall of the Mesopotamians? Not really. Maybe eighth grade Datto would have some thoughts. I don't remember any of that shit. I would say happy for you or sorry that happened, but I feel like I'm more sorry that happened. CK, thank you very much for the 74. Hamadriana with 75. We got Cass with 30 months. That was a little while ago. We have 219 Hattori and Bonsai Ako or Ako. I can't remember which one. Both with a gifted sub. Enjoy your emblems. Seabell with the 101. Thank you very, very much. And Waffles with the 16. Thanks, gamer. Thank you, thank you. Everything about the Roman Empire? Literally never. I know there's like the I don't want to say stigma, but the stereotype that dudes be thinking about the Roman Empire. I literally never think about that shit ever. I just never do. It's never. I am not like a history buff at all. At least like that far back. Bro's head just got lodged into the wall. You see him? This is a crazy amount of damage I'm doing right now. It's mental. Ancient Egypt is Pog. Danielle posting. Doomed to repeat the Roman Empire. I think I'll be okay. For some reason, you know, I don't think I'm going to have an empire large enough to fuck up. In fact, hang on. I'm going to hide. I'm going to record some of this. Because I am probably going to make a build at some point. Cool. It's so dark. Give me my hammer. It's so freaking dark over here, bro. Not with that attitude. Nah, I've learned my limits. I would not. Dude, I barely want to be in charge of, like, the shit that Vada has to do for me for editing. I hate being in charge. Like, math class making me, like, some sort of de facto leader. I originally joined with the intent of, like, not wanting to be, like, a lead. And then I had to kind of do that shit for a while. I'm dead! Come on, see Datto play Stellaris or CK3. I've never played... the only game along those lines that I played is Civ. Does Matara play Civ? I literally should just ask her. But I don't know if anybody here knows, because I saw her playing CK3 once, and I was like, oh, maybe she plays Civ, because that's the only fucking game I know how to play. I mean, I can literally just ask her tomorrow. That also works. This effect makes it really hard to see other things on the screen. I'm not gonna lie. Everything gets so dark because it's so bright immediately around me. Ribbon skip. Ribbon skip. I can't see anything. I got roaring flames up in this bitch. This Vandal is juking everybody. And it's over. Yeah, it's really hard to see. Footage might be a wash. I mean, it probably is not great to record B-roll of a build during Solstice, because like by the time this video comes out, it's not gonna be Solstice anymore. So like all this extra shit is not gonna be part of normal gameplay. So I probably should just turn it off. God damn it. Again, I am left with no way to overload. No, I'm taking out the snipers to a nice seafood dinner and then never calling them again. Nice seafood dinner or succulent Chinese meal. Pick one. Anchorman reference in 2025. I know it's Anchorman references have fallen out of date. Or they've fallen out of style, I will say. But every once in a while, you know, it was, don't get me wrong, it was very overdone for like a very long time, right? It probably about like even like a decade. After a little bit, you know, when that movie come out, 2006 or something, like it was overdone within like the first month. But I feel like, you know, every once in a while you're good for it. I don't know if people are as caught up on the succulent Chinese meal though. That's a little more niche. Yeah, it is a little more foreign. The Australians would know. Oh, good. I wanted to do that. Borat references are timeless. It definitely has kind of held the test of time a little bit more than like Anchorman. I don't know. It's definitely very more normie friendly. I don't know if I ever got too sick of Borat references, but I know I got sick of Anchorman. So a definite flaw in this build that I'm noticing is like I'm just not using my grenade enough, man. I'm like scared to use it. I gotta just keep using the sucker as soon as it's up. On cooldown. It's on site. Even if I don't hit something, just like throw the damn thing. And then you enter this situation where you like don't hit anything and it takes you 14 years to see it come back. And then you run out of The good shit. And you're gonna get roaring flames. Oh good. I'm dead. I'm dead. As an Australian, sucking on Chinese means our national identity. Oh my god. I was gonna say I'd never heard Jez reference it, but I was like, he wouldn't know that. And he even lives in Australia and he wouldn't know that. Is that like, is it huge in Australia? What's the big dumb rock in Australia? Don't call Jez that. He's not here to defend himself. Skip. Oh yeah, you talking about Uluru? Great wonder. Another bulwark, huh? Health class super. What did we just get? Oh, was it the chest piece? I think it was the chest piece. Health class weapons. That would be good for the PIV, which means the 362 can go. Boobly boodly doodly ribbon and skip. Oh, okay. Error in thumbnail. Nope, intentional. Intentional. Ooh. Oh, is it threadings? Did I mistype it? Oh, threadlings. Got you. I missed the L because I always dodge L's. Alright, we're back. It's definitely one of those things where most people are aware of it and appreciate the reference, but it's not overdone. That's great, actually. Good for you guys for like keeping that shit under control. Fwed wings. Alright, Nip apparently was only in for one. Does anyone else want to join up? I know, Vada, you can hop in if you wanna.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Misspelled because you don't know what an L is. Datto is.
I had to come up with that one quick. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have a video for the Ashen Wake vid? You mean a video for the Ashen Wake build? Not yet. I literally made it yesterday. Literally made it yesterday. I wish more things were given out. The things. You feel me? We could just hop into like a quick play Mosta. Actually, wait. This is grapple, isn't it? Fuck! Dick. Cock, pecker, schlong, winner. Dude, I hit like the 360s and it's just slowed to a crawl. Helmet, gauntlets, chest armor.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
What's going on in Pinnacle Ops? Chess piece, but it's star-crossed. Oh, no. You were long for how good you had it pre-400. No, see, like, I know that at 400, it's going to slow down. I'm okay with that. Right? I just was hoping, like, no one told me about, like, hey, at 360, by the way, you're not going to get shit. I was prepared at 400. I was not prepared at 360. Oh wait, do we even need that? We don't even need it. Okay. And then it always defaults to these, man. Let me fire it up. Radiant Joy. All right. See if I get a. Just want you GM. Okay.
Let's go, baby! We got it!
Hey there, cutie. Hey guys.
Woo!
Scramp. J Scramps. I got a message Annie back about PAX, or like PAX weekend shenaniganery. Yeah, she told me what you're doing. I gotta message her back. She messaged me during like I was at an event and I was like, let's talk when I'm done with this event, and then I just didn't because I'm a really good person. You know. Yeah, Brim's still in the room. He's down here tubbing. I was at a work event. So I will message her back. How am I not burnt from Destiny? Who said I'm not, man? I go through waves. Right now I'm not. Recently I was. I'm freaking dead. It just comes in waves, man. Right now I'm enjoying myself. But it's not always. But then here's the thing is like you'll ask me like how are you not like burnt out on Destiny right now? But then if I play something that isn't Destiny, people are like, bro isn't even on Destiny, L. So like people get mad at me when I am on Destiny, and then they get mad at me when I'm not on Destiny. So I'm just like, what do you want me to do, man? You want me to just like not exist? Fish. Is this fish? It is fish. What the hell is this guy? Oh, it was over there. La, 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 la. Forgot that you could just shoot him. That's it. Is it a dragon? I don't have my buff anymore. Cool. I don't have my buff. Cool. Oh, why you would exist in a superposition where you're both on and not on Destiny at the same time? Bro, if only. Fishbowl! Destiny Rising then. We will play some Destiny Rising on launch day. And we'll see how launch day goes. The following day might only be like a half day of a stream because I'm going to a birthday party, and it's also the day before everybody from math class shows up, and it's like people are going out, and I want to see those people too. So like that Friday will probably be like a halfer. What's up, Babs? Would you ever do reruns, say, if you're at events, etc.? I don't know if I really am interested in the idea of, like, doing reruns on like, the stream. I don't know if I'm down with the reruns. I know some people have, like, literal channels where they do someone already did this. They have channels where it's like 24/7 Datto, 24/7 stream. I just don't have a big interest in having reruns. Like if I'm here, I'm family, you feel me? Is Destiny Rising worth it if you're going to be free to play? That's a great question to ask me a month from now. Hey, you. The answer is I don't know. Only thing worth rerunning is day ones, expansions, and raids. I don't disagree. I mean, they definitely make for some of the best content. Am I not running, like, the crit thing? Rapid precision hits with solar weapons grant radiant. Was I not getting... how rapid they gotta be, man? They felt rapid. That felt so rapid. Started university right when D2 launched and decided to focus on school instead of gaming. What have I missed? What are we talking about, man? You're like the third person to come in here who's basically been like, I haven't played Destiny in 8 years. What's changed? Am I understanding your question correctly, my man? You want me to try to summarize 8 years of Destiny for you? I need some rage in the chat. True, there do be a lot of motherfuckers who died. Yeah. Rohan died. That was tough. We got the fish.
Wonderful day,
The
Guardian.
fish and then the bird. Thanks, Lord Some Guy. Okay, like a bird. Oh, god damn it. No, that's fine. There's a pop super. I'm just gonna get another one. Yep. Hunters, grapple, one-shot, raid bosses, titans, kill yourself on your own nade. That's what we get. I really should just be... I mean, I guess, I don't know. Do one star cross and I'm like, I'm not 100% optimized, no! But I really should be on strand for this. Got this suck brigade back here. It's not bad. For just going in completely unoptimized, not bad. Freezing in June with the 79 months. We got Octo the Noob King with 3 years of subbing. Captain Crunchwrap with the 3.5. 365. That's an upgrade. 365 Glurves. Yes. Yes. Shiny bow, nice. Okay, okay. Progression being made. Progression being made. You guys are wearing like the same shader. The bow dropper is like 80%. It really does feel like that. It's just like, oops, all bows. A lot of the time. Is it a bug or a feature that new exotics seem to have an issue where they can't get the artifice slot applied to them? I don't think new armor has the artifice slot. I think that shit's gone. I think that's like that's an old thing. Promise one of the best shaders they've had in a while. I'm just using it as a placeholder. Like I haven't figured out the fashion for this set at all. Like this is not the fashion. So I'm just kind of using it as like a placeholder. 365. All right, now we can go do something else. Helmet? No helmet. Power weapon? Power weapon. Brr, 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 brr. Brr, 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 brr. Brr. What fashion, Ashen Wake, you're stuck? Yeah, I mean, we could still finagle something. We could still do something. Have some faith in me. Have some faith in me, man. The Gerbs, 2 years of subbing. We got Yep Snowing, 3 months, and Doubt with the 6 months of subbing. Thanks, gamers. Thanks for resubscribing. Sorry, I felt pretty low energy today. Yesterday was a very busy work day. I felt pretty low energy to the point where I might log off soon because I don't feel like I'm really contributing that much to a good stream. I felt off my game today. I think I'd rather just get off early and work on videos than just sit here like a damn schlub. You know what I mean? Also, someone redeemed Pet the Brim, so we can pet the Brim. We can pet Brim. Here's Brim. And here's his beans. Oh, big yawn. Oh, buggers. Oh. Thank you. I'm dying! My screen's black. Hello? A big stretch, Brim. Oh, no. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks. Little tail wag? Little waggy tail? You want uppies? Tail wag? Oh, thank you. You want up? Give me your foot. Big tail wag. I know. What do you want? You want uppies? Do you want uppies? Do you want the uppies, Brimstone? Or do you just want to crush my fucking nutsack with your elbow? Ow! Sniffers? Sorry, I'm leaving the teammates. What is it? I'm gonna go back to my spot now, Brim. I'm gonna go back to my spot. Watch your beans. Watch those beans. Watch the beans. Watch the beans, buddy. A big stretch. Spicy take I got right now, the power grind is mostly fine. Only needs some minor tuning. Maybe restoration of the weekly pinnacles is meant to be a long-term goal. I mean, that is, in this house, that is not a spicy take at all. That is not that much of a spicy take. I'm right there with you. Oh, that was the last charge. I thought he had the first one. Any idea how to get Choir of One without any previous progress? Jesus. Monument to Lost Light? Is it there? Run Encore from the portal. My friend told me it didn't drop at lower difficulties. I had to run through master difficulty for the gun to drop. Okay. Master Encore, you got it to drop. Sounds like it. Liam, if he did not tell me. Why? Monument to Lost Light. Sorry, it's the place where you get exotics, old exotics. But it sounds like Encore itself, aka the original source, is dropping it at master difficulty. Encore works went from nothing to weapon and all intrinsic and catalyst in like 4 to 5 runs on A+ and advanced. Okay. How do how am I the last person to show up and both of these hydras just beam me in the time that it takes for me to read a sentence from chat? I need to lock in. Is a conquer title bug? Why can I not claim the title when I've done all 6 conquest missions? I don't know, but please stop spelling title like that. I would need to look. That's not even like some European you're adding a U where there shouldn't be a U shit. Like, that's just, it's just wrong. It's okay. I figured English second language, but there was something that like pained me about it, and I don't know why. It's not your fault. You're just learning. It's on me. But I don't know. Any insight in the chat? Oh my god! Adding U where there shouldn't be a U. The only U's I'm adding is in uwu. That's it. That's where you get all the U's. Let me see here, brother man. Seasonal hub. Seasonal title. You got all the triumphs? Or did you just do all these? I guess that's what that is, right? Oh, I have a ball. Okay, they baited me with the ball. Sorry, it's hard to look at that and also like try to participate in this. Give me a. Let me wrap this shit up and then I'll take a closer look. Did you need to wait or help others with GM conquests? Ah. It is very possible that they will not let you get the title before the mid-season update. The SMG with heel clip and caster shape doesn't exist. I live in the mines. I think I have one of those in my postmaster. I don't know if I make that. I didn't make it. Ow. I think I need to get offline because I'm just playing like shit. I think I'm just fucking tired. Well, now I can help you. Yeah, complete all conquests at Grandmaster difficulty in the seasonal hub during the current season. All conquests, 0 out of 6. Yeah, they might be potentially adding more. I'm not 100%. Complete a Grandmaster difficulty conquest. Complete all conquests at Grandmaster difficulty. So maybe, what, there's a way to, like, these will pop open again, and you can do them again? Because, like, only 2 out of the 6 are there. Am I getting pulled forward or what? They put me back here? Yeah, they're doing Ultimate Conquest, but I don't think that's part of the title.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Yowzy wowza.
Wowza. You gotta step on, you gotta step off. And now step on. There you go. Hope we got that song, The Flame. Who's the song of flame now? Hammer, grenade, hammer, grenade, hammer, grenade. Ooh, I might be capped on the Solstice alloys. Like, why did we only got B for that? Or did I only get B and they did good? Even though it said we were going to get A. Also, I wish they would show our score in the screen. Yeah, I mean, granted, I was dead like half the time. I was dead like half the time, so that would make sense. Helmet? Any helmets? No.
Checking.
Any helmets? There's one in the salt mines. Of course there is. All right, we'll do a little bit more. Vangs is dropping 10 gifted. Could you? Could you? The proving grounds. Like, should I just do the customized? I don't know. It's been a while. It doesn't feel like it's been a while, but I'll take your word for it. I don't really have the greatest perception of time right now. T Codex also 81 months. Thank you, gamer. It's been a while. Yeah, I might only do like one or two more and then I might hop off here. I'm feeling so low energy. I feel very not entertaining. And I think I'd rather put my energy towards some video work as opposed to just sitting here not feeling very funny. Nope, yeah. Again, the only thing that sucks about this build is your grenades are so good that you fucking can kill yourself with the grenades. I don't know. I'm also feeling more like this is more of a solo ops build. I don't know. Maybe it's because like VOD is just going around literally one-shotting everything. But like, if we didn't have Grenadier active and I missed a grenade, or like someone takes your kill like that, like I don't know, getting Roaring Flame stacked up sometimes is kind of annoying. I'm not liking it as much as I feel like I should be, but I also feel like I'm not using it as well as I could be. Like, I think there's like a lot of things to pay attention to. It's almost like I feel like I want to get off Devil's Ruin, because Devil's Ruin and this is like causing me to pull my attention in multiple directions. So it definitely feels more solo oriented. When you're in a lot more control of the ads that you're killing, Jesus. Why are you making her glorp? Man, you kept it brief, which I appreciate, because that's how she's supposed to work. 2 or 3 words at the most. Stuck with a bonk hammer. Yeah, I do want to try Panoplia, because some people are like pogging out about it, even though I wasn't that thrilled when I first play tested it, but I do want to try it out. But yeah, Ashen Wake is, I don't know, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it as much in the team play. It's almost like it's not fast enough outside of Grenadier. Or like when Grenadier's active. Kind of need to slow down, let it do its thing. Are you talking about Ashen Wake, or are you talking about Panoplia? Because honestly, it feels like both. He's riding on the interceptor. I'm dead. Panoplia, okay. I mean, yeah, even this build, I'm like, I want to be a little more particular with my movements and my ability usage. I also feel like I'm not getting restoration nearly as much as I should be, and it's leading to a lot of my deaths. Like, I'm just like operating on the basis that I just have it on all the time, and that's so not true in group play. Group. I shouldn't even be throwing the hammer. It's not giving me radiant. Whereas in solo play, I don't feel like I have that problem nearly as much. Oh, Lord. Like, where you can get it to chain like that, like, it's obviously very fun. I'm dead. Issue with some of the slower builds is they'd work better in harder content, but they don't really have the strength to work in harder stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, this can work. This can work, but you just you have to be, like, so much slower and methodical to really, like, maximize all the benefits. Like, it's a build that I want to play way more aggressively. And, like, way more... Like, I'm playing it like, I'm playing it like I'm playing Strand Titan. And I cannot be playing it like Strand Titan. No, that one's on me. So, I just don't... Let me go try again. I just don't feel... I don't know. I feel like I should be liking this more, and I'm just not.
Wonderful
group
day,
play.
Guardian.
This is. I'm gonna record this one. Starfire feels nuts right now. It's not even working properly. Starfire does feel really good. I was actually blown away that it wasn't. It was as good as it was, and it's still not even giving the amount of energy that it should be. Nah, Babs, not yet. But I also haven't been in a hurry because I want to do it with my day one raid team. But we'll do it soon. That guy felt like he took so long to get back to a stunnable state. Expecting any EOF exotic armor videos in the pipeline? Are you talking about like exotic armor that launched with Edge of Fate? Like the new armor pieces? Because I did my preview. I did my preview, and that's kind of what I was using in the short term. But oh my god, I almost just naded my ass. But like the Hellion one's getting buffed, and I haven't had a chance to really explore the other two just yet, so I would like to. And it's just a BF6. A very small amount. I'll put it this way, BF6 is a game that I know I will play for like one gameplay session, and I'll have a really good time with it. And then I will never play it again. So I might try to get in on a sesh of the open beta this weekend. But that would probably be like the only Battlefield 6 that I will play. Like, I'll play the open beta, and I'm sure it'll be fun. Playing with the boys and all that, but I don't have any long-term Battlefield plans. Solar Hunger. Yeah, no, I know Solar Hunger. I mean, even like I'm recording this one because even with all this stuff, I'm still like, I don't know how I feel. Just knowing that it's not going to be the norm. Please just explode. Explode, explode. Thank you. Yeah, like if Ashen Wake felt like even halfway to like what ability surge can give you, or like solar, whatever, the thing on the right hand side, and I could play it like that more regularly, and I didn't have to like only be doing this in Solstice or whatever, I'd probably like it a little bit more. But like we also have Grenadier on, like we have so many different things active right now. Oh. I would have died. Yes, Grim. You're gonna be grumpy at me? Yeah, you're gonna be grumpy at me. Yeah, you're being a grumpus? Yeah, you're being grumpy. I know you're being grumpy. You're being grumpy because it's 4:30 and it's dinner time. You're being grumpy. I know, Grim. Yeah, well, what are you doing?
Datto dance.
Oh, get me out. Yeah, I think I just gotta try to, I gotta use this a little bit in some solo stuff. Maybe in a place that doesn't have like 80,000 solar buffs. Because, like, I mean, you probably already noticed, like, I'm playing a little bit slower, I'm playing a little more controlled, I'm a little more locked in, and we're cruising right now. We're absolutely cruising. Wondering if you're going to go to Worlds next year, seeing as this year's is in China.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
If it's reasonable for us to get to Worlds, I'm sure Danielle is going to want to go. So it's on our radar. It's on our radar. How often do I quote the Nike LeBron ad? Probably more than I should, but actually not that much. Not as much. It used to be a lot more when I rediscovered it. Reload this. Oh. Can you? No, you can. It's not very good, but you can. That thing is resilient. Dude, I totally forgot about reciprocal draws as well. This is a sidearm. I was just using it of the mentality of a rocket sidearm. This is literally... a sidearm. Great. Oh, they already did that. Solar slide. What the hell? Some glaives. See, we got an A that time. 364 and a 354. Yeah, there you go. There's your upgrade. Doot. Rip, dip, and skip. Another bulwark, huh? Alright. Get rid of this. Oh, sorry. The title on the YouTube stream is probably something different. Although I'm not gonna lie to you. I might just be done. I don't know. I feel like I just have like no energy right now. I feel so unfunny. I think my time right now is gonna be better spent either doing some write-ups on some videos or just like I need to just go lay down or something. I feel like I'm so tapped on like any good stream anything. Zero Menti, best of luck. Best of luck in the 450. Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know if I ever found a rhythm today. I don't think I ever really got into a rhythm. So, I think I'm just going to call it there. Tomorrow should be a lot of fun. Tomorrow we're doing like a half Destiny, half Peak day. I'm going to be in the suit for the VTube stuff. When we play Peak. Because I don't want to be in it all day. So that'll be fun. And that will conclude my only normal week for the rest of the goddamn month. Peak starts at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Stream will start at normal time. Ginger Pleb, 500 bits. Thank you very much for the bits right before we go. Shino with the 4 months. LZ with the 48 months. Frosty End with a brand new sub. Thank you very much, Frosty. And Shim with the 59. Thanks, gamer. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. Today's an off day. Today's an off day for me. Today's an off day for me. I don't know. Just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it today. I don't know. I just feel like I said nothing funny at all the whole day. So I think I'm just gonna take a little breather and then get some other stuff done. You know what I mean? So you guys, I'll just let you guys scatter. All right. I'm just gonna hop off Twitch chat, YouTube chat, wherever you're watching. thanks for hanging out today. But yeah, I don't know. Never didn't find a rhythm. Didn't find a rhythm. So have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be fun though. Tomorrow will be a lot of fun. See you.